Hey everybody, welcome to Yissilmissil Productions channel. My name is Steven Yissel, and today we are not interviewing Tom Althouse. Something very different has happened today. Um, he cast me out. He said we are done because he believes that I ghosted him because I was setting this show up. At 11:05, I heard my phone, and he said he had to go on to other things. Wasn't specific with it. But then when I questioned him why he left after 5 minutes, then he blew up on me. So what am I supposed to do? I'm open and transparent here, and now I'm getting a whole bunch of stuff happening. So we're going to be open and transparent. I don't know what to tell you. So Tom had to leave, but then he was able to tune in and watch live. Guess he wasn't that busy. I guess it was all a trick, a game to rile me up, huh? I'm not riled up. I'm here. I prepped everything. I'm doing things here. I don't get it. I really don't get it. So, yeah, there was something that it was like an escalation. I don't know what the heck, man. I don't know what the heck. It's the very first interview, part one with Tom Althouse. I was made to wait over an hour for him to arrive. I was all set up, sitting here for an hour, waiting, waiting, waiting. And then I shut everything down. And then he called me. So I set everything back up and we did part one. Okay. So here we are after 22 interviews over 2 years, and Tom decides that I'm a bad guy. I don't know why this is a theme, but it is. He said that we are done. So here, I'm transparent. And yes, I do everything for the cause. All right. So hold up here. We got to exit out of this. So yeah, you see, I have a new computer. I had to build this thing up so that we can have. I'm doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes here, and I cut a lot of people slack. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that anymore. Maybe there's more. That's a lesson in self-respect. But geez, man, I've been made to wait over an hour for you, Tom. I'm not talking about today. I'm talking about the very first interview we did. I didn't make that an issue, man. I don't know what you're doing. I'm not the enemy here. I don't know why you need to like pin people as enemies that have helped you. And I don't know why you can't just be on the show. Like you said, you had other things to do, yet you're coming in here watching what I'm doing. What is that? I don't understand. It's just so bizarre. Yeah, I'm disappointed today. See, with people who have been traumatized and have PTSD, they tend to like to say everybody else is the problem. It's actually, man, I don't even know what to say. I really don't. I invested a lot of time and energy into here. Tom, I did not disrespect you in any way. I've been very, very amicable with you, and I'm not sure what caused the change of heart here. But he told me we're done, so I guess that's it, right? What am I gonna do? I'm not suicidal, so don't you ever think that ever is gonna happen. Yeah. So I wanted to go through step by step how today played out because this is happening to me in real time. I really believe you want to know that what I think's happening here. We have we have the birdie in the ear effect. The birdie in the ear. I have a feeling that somebody is telling Tom that I am not a good act. What the? I'm not a good person. You get out of here with that. You know, I provided a platform here for Tom. It's not cool that he does a 180 on me and decides that I fall in the same boat as Harvey Weinstein now, right? According to Tom, I'm the enemy now because you know I was setting this up and I don't hear this thing going off because it's on vibrate because I'm working here. I'm getting this stuff set up. I sent an invite link to Tom at 7 a.m. Again, I am giving him the benefit of the doubt that he didn't get it. But how do you not get emails? So I resent it. I replied to him when I got the second thing. When I got his second text message that he was off to go do other things. And I guess the other things were to go watch my YouTube channel. What to see what I had to say if I went live? Like, man, Tom just completely blew me off today. And he's saying the exact same thing about me. So I guess since he's all talking to everybody around the world, it doesn't matter if he talks to me anymore, right? It doesn't matter. I encouraged him to go back on John B. Wells. Doesn't matter that my commenters on my channel directly influenced the Roseanne Barr interview. You don't want to give credit where credit's due, but I mean, I'm here, I'm staying here. I'm not going to run away with my tail between my legs. This is my platform. When I get people on here, that means I'm endorsing them. You think I would come on here and crap all over somebody? No. And am I supposed to shut up? Is that it? Am I dealing with a narcissist where nothing is your problem? The whole world's against you, you narcissist. And I'm saying that in general to all narcissists. The whole world's against you, aren't they? You never do anything wrong. You're always perfect. Everyone's out to get you. Poor little old me. Everyone's so mean. I dealt with narcissists my entire life. Why do you think I can imitate them sometimes with how I talk here? And then they belittle you, they gaslight you. They gaslight you. The gaslighting is unbelievable. It's off the charts. Gaslighting with narcissists. And then the egos, the giant egos. Oh man. Woo! Ric Flair top ego. High flying, jet flying. Woo! Yeah, narcissists. You know, you could surround yourself with the people that are gonna end up sending you where you need to go. So your five, six friends that you have, take a good look at them and where they are in their lives, and that's probably where you'll end up be going too. I mean, I don't know. I don't know anymore. I have a whole bunch of stuff. I have a whole bunch of stuff I could just release. Like, I don't know what Tom's doing. You want to you want to put me on the enemy side. You don't do that. You don't do that. I go for blood with the mayor stuff. These people are vultures, and you have to treat them like vultures. I don't want to think that Tom's a vulture, but you're setting me up to react as such. It's not cool. All right, I think I'm gonna be having all right, we're gonna do a screen share. All right. Oh man. Unbelievable. Just I'm completely blown off because like I'm setting up the show and Tom didn't see the link. I have to resend it to him. I get back to him a minute after his second text and he thinks that because he said he's moving on to other things for the day, that I was like panicking, got back to him immediately, and that I was ghosting him the prior 5 minutes that I was setting up. Hey, what can I do? In film and video production, there are delays. There's always delays. Actually, if you look at film productions, they have built-in days in case there's shit like weather-related things. Like if you're shooting outside and it rains all day, it's called rescheduled days. But like we've done 3 reschedules here with Tom. We were supposed to do this at the beginning of the month. So I mean, I've been blown off 3 times. 3 strikes. I'm not playing baseball here, so I'm not going to say you're out. But Tom said I'm out because of 5 minutes. Jeez. You block off a time 11 to 12. If there's a little overlay, so be it. That's part of this profession. I tell my subscribers that I'm going live with Tom. Then it got rescheduled. This is 2 weeks ago. So I put another up that we rescheduled to today. I checked with Tom last night just to confirm we're good. He said, yeah, we're on. Did the hang loose emoji. Yeah, I think just for my own integrity here for this channel, I need to show you exactly what happened. So it's not even a big deal. Like, dude. But with narcissists, they can't stand being put in a bad light. And I don't want to believe that Tom is a narcissist, but he clearly is acting like one right now. I need to shut up and not say anything. Don't go live on your channel and tell your viewers that the plans got changed. I'm supposed to put all the blame on myself. Yes. I got back to Tom at 11:05. I sent him an invite at 7. Jeez. The escalation was unreal. Escalation. It went from like, no worries, brother, to we are done. I'm live streaming knowing this is going out to everybody, but I mean, at a certain point, you need to have self-respect for yourself. And I'm sure Tom's thinking the same. I don't know where his headspace is at today. He thinks I betrayed him over a 5-minute window. We've been planning this for 2 weeks. Come on, brother. Surround yourself with people who appreciate your time. And I know Tom's going to be saying the same thing about me, that I disrespected his time. Dude, it's 5 minutes. 11:05. You say you're running away. You know, the Archaics channel had a guest on there a few weeks ago. They had this some like overweight like Indian dude talking. And I think he was just too concentrated on his next meal. He had to get up and go after an hour. And Archaics was left there like, oh, well, I'm gonna keep going and on my with my channel like I do 3, 4 hours sometimes. If somebody leaves early, so be it. I'm gonna be talking here with my subscribers for the rest of the time. But I'm in the wrong for coming on here to communicate with all of you. That he was so busy that he had to cancel, but then he's able to go online and look at me streaming live. And then wall text me. You're gonna see it. Just give me time here. You're gonna see it. Oh, because I mean, I don't need to be disrespected in any way whatsoever, especially with everything that I've put into this. I mean, you're gonna just write me off. That's a bad move, boy. It's a bad move. All right. So we are going into screen share. So here's the text here. Oh, all right. What I think we got that. All right. Yeah, last night. This is me in the green. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. Just checking in with you. We're still on. He said, we are on. And you see, I sent that to him at 7:12. It's not a big deal. He got back to me at 9:52. That's 2 hours and 40-minute delay. But it's fine. That's just how the communication with Tom and I has been. He's been delayed with getting back, but he gets back. And then here, this morning, ready for the link. Have a great show at 10:55. Okay? I did not see that because I was setting up. Then he said at 11, are we still on for today? Like on the dot at 11. It's okay if something came up for you. Okay. All right. That's so far so good. I will use the time for sure. Very cryptic. I don't have any information of what is going on there, but we had agreed to schedule a block of time off to do an interview. Then 5 minutes later, he's like, okay, I'm moving on to other tech. All right, hold on. Going in order here. So at 11:05, Tom says, okay, I'm moving on to other tasks. We can reschedule if you like. Have a great day. Very cold for Tom to say that, and very out of character for Tom to be saying that to me, of all people. And yes, that did hurt me. So if that was your intent, you got it. So I saw this last text here. That's the first text I saw. Okay, so I didn't even get to see up above that he was asking for the link. And so I text him immediately back after I see that first one right above it here. That have a great day. And here I'm all confused because I'm here waiting for him in the lobby thinking he has the link already. So 11:06, I tell him, yes, we are. We are still going live. I told him I emailed you the link at 7 a.m. If, I mean, man, unless Zoom doesn't actually send the emails out to people, but I swear that he does that. I sent it to other people. They get that invite link when I create and schedule the meeting. And I did so at 7 a.m. this morning. That's when I set the meeting up. So I told him, yeah, I emailed you the link at 7 a.m. Let me resend. I called him twice after that. He did not answer. So I left him a voicemail on the second one. I'm like, yeah, Tom, we're still on. Like, I was setting stuff up. I emailed you the link over. I'll be waiting. And so at 11:20, after I heard nothing, I asked him, you left after 5 minutes? And this is what I guess made him say that we are done because I questioned him leaving after 5 minutes. That's the core of it right there. Because and you'll see in the subsequent text, that's the reason why, because I questioned him leaving after 5 minutes when he was planning to be here with me live, spending our time here. Okay? Very simple. Very simple. So, all right. This is the next text. This is the wall text that Tom sent me while I was on the live explaining what was going on that I have titled Saturday live stream because Tom wasn't coming on anymore. And then he ends up watching. So I guess he wasn't busy after all. He was just playing mind games with me. I don't do that stuff around here. That's not anything that I want here. No mind games. We don't do that stuff. Got it? This channel's about exposing the truth. And this is the truth. This is coming straight from me, straight from my phone, straight from Tom's phone to my phone. Okay? This is the most truth you're ever going to get. It's all good. He sends at 11:30, and this is a whole. So tell me how it's all good when he says we're done at the end. So we'll first go into this. Tom at 11:36 says it's all good. I had no word from you. Was all set up. Communicated ready to go before start time, and with no replies, yes, I went on to other things. This really sounds like some corporate bullshit, like somebody working at a grocery store would be pulled into the employee office upstairs and be like, hey man, so we see that you've clocked in at 11:02, 11:01, 11:03, 10:57. What's going on with these few minutes and not coming in on time? Meanwhile, we have other employees who show up 2 hours late or not at all, and they still have a job and they're not even written up. So that's a similar type of thing that's going on here, where I'm all of a sudden I'm a terrible person now. Unconscionable. Tom, this is not like you, and I don't know who's gotten in your ear, but it's not good. Somebody has bent your arm to sever your relationship here with me. And that's not good. Brother to brother, that's not good. You're letting someone get in the middle. And it's probably a handler. It's probably the one I told you about that you refused to hear the truth from the source as well. So Tom says it's all good. I had no word from you. It was all set up, communicated, ready to go before start time, and with no replies. Yes, I went on to other things. But then he stopped doing other things and decided to hop onto my live stream to see if I was talking shit about him, right? I mean, come on, man. At least be real with me. At least come on to the Zoom call and we can duke it out on there. It probably would have been our best content ever, man. But no, you want to just go out of way with. I don't know, man. I don't know what changed. I really don't know what changed. Because you got me solid as a rock here, getting the truth out to everyone. And now I have no choice here but to show the truth to everyone. So I'm going to carry on reading this text that you all see here. I cannot believe this is Tom. I cannot believe you would question me when you were a no-show without a word, even at start time, to tell me you would be running late. So you see, because I questioned him leaving after 5 minutes, he's offended. He's offended that I questioned him leaving after 5 minutes, knowing that he had his schedule blocked off to interview with me today, the 23rd, by the way. We've done 22 interviews. Unconscionable amount of interviews. I never thought I'd have that many with this guy. I thought maybe 4, 5, just to cap it off. Like, okay, we got everything covered and throw the ball to someone else type of thing, you know? But this is out of my hands. I can't do it. Tom decided to just flip. I don't know what happened. I sorry, dude. I don't know what else to say, Tom. I don't know who hurt you so bad that like you're taking this out on me, but like what did I do? The very first interview that we did together, I waited here like this over an hour for you. You never showed. You no showed me that first interview. And then I broke down my set. I turned my lights off, took my curtain down, and then you got back to me saying, "Oh, I was having so much trouble getting online. Oh my God. Oh, thank you, Steve. Oh, thank you so much, Steve. Oh my God, Steven. Oh my, this is crazy. The CIA, FBI, oh my God. Okay, let's go live." And then we did part one. Did I go and get all snooty? No, you did. You left me hanging for an hour, Tom. F you. Maybe that's what I should have did, and then I would have saved a bunch of time instead of dumping it into this for this asshole. And yes, Tom, you are an asshole for doing this today to me because I don't deserve this. Um, yeah, so let's carry on with because he didn't. This isn't it. He sent an email as well, so we'll just continue on here. Sorry, guess you're gonna have to ask your Secret Service guys to go pull my stream down because this is it. This is I'm going out and showing everybody what exactly happened because the truth needs to be out there. I'm not going to sugarcoat any of this. I don't deserve any of this reaction. I really don't. Like, he decided to melt down on me because of a 5 minute window. Yeesh. If you are not sure what is going on here, and I am being nice about it, I am very concerned. Wow. Wow. I honestly, Tom, I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what caused you to flip your lid like this. Like, what am I to do? You said goodbye, you're done. So here I'm showing the truth. I'm sure you're watching. I'm talking right to you, face to face. Would have been talking mano y mano, sharing the screen, but you just didn't want to. If you wanted to be here, you'd be here, and you would have waited. I waited over an hour for you on part one, man. And then 5 minutes, and you're like, "Oh no, I don't got time for you, Steve." It's very disrespectful to somebody that you consider a friend. So he's like, especially when I had contacted you before time, when I had to postpone and you had questioned me about that when I made clear and without regrets. Now, you see, here's another thing. I talked with Tom last week, and or actually, so 2 weeks ago, we were supposed to go live. And the day that we were supposed to go live, a half hour before the show, he says, "Oh, Steve, my son Aiden came back home from college. He's with his girlfriend. I want to spend time with them. Is it okay if we reschedule? I said, yeah, no problem. I completely understand. You don't have to explain to me, Tom. I know that I know the whole day. You need to spend time with your son. That is time that is invaluable. So you take all the time you need to spend with your son. I had absolutely no problem with that. So I had assumed from that point on that the reschedule was for the following weekend, okay? And so during the middle of the week, the next week, I called him. I think it was like Tuesday or Wednesday. And so we talked on the phone for about like 10, 15 minutes. And then he was telling me about how he was going to do some interview. I don't know with who. I think someone from Australia or something. But he said he was doing it on Saturday. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess we're not doing the show Saturday this coming Saturday then. And he's like, well, no, we never talked about that. We never talked about that. We didn't plan anything. We didn't do anything. We didn't plan it. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, all right, that's fine. How's the next? I actually asked if like November, what's next Saturday? Yeah, November 2nd. I'm all right. Yeah, November 2nd, I was going to ask him to do this. And he's like, no, let me go check my planner. So when he got his planner, he looked and he said, so 26 would be fine. So we had planned for this today, and this was number three, like reschedule number three. Not a big deal to me. Again, not a big deal, but it's a big deal for Tom. I don't know. Like, this isn't the never-ending TV show where you need to make villains out of everybody, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? This is a misstep with you, Tom. This is a total misstep because you're reacting to things that I'm not even doing or saying. You're painting me in a different color that I'm not. So, anyways, he says, yeah, especially when I had contacted you before when I had to postpone and you had questioned me about that when I made clear and without regrets now too that I was having a surprise visit by Aiden's new girlfriend and him. Yeah, and I was happy for you, man. I told you. I had I said I completely understand. And I was coming from a complete part of sincerity here. Like I there's no issue here with me. It's just that Tom decided I'm a bad guy today. I really and he's like, "Really, Steven?" Again, completely out of context. I did not make an issue about that with him. I did not make an issue whatsoever about it because it's not. He's like, I appreciate all you have done, but questioning me when you were a no-show without word, think it over. And you know that's, I mean, come on, man. Come on. You clearly don't appreciate all I've done. And clearly I'm not allowed to ask any questions. Those are traits of a narcissist. I don't want to call you that, Tom, but those are traits of a narcissist. 100%, 110%. So this is still the same text message, all right? He said, and I did not know if and when you would respond. Again, he gave me a total of a 10-minute window from 10:55 to 11:05 before he completely wrote me off for life. He said, and I did not know if and when you would respond after I sent multiple messages. 5 minutes to eternity, it would not matter. Start time was no, Stephen, and no returned messages. This really sounds like you're losing your words, Tom. What's happening? Are you using a substance? I'm not saying anything. You're not acting yourself. You're totally not acting yourself, Tom. That's why I say you have a little birdie in your ear. because somebody's telling you stuff about me that's probably not true. Actually, in fact, I know somebody's telling you something that about me, making lies about me, making you distance yourself from me. You're gonna let somebody do that to you, man? All right, I'm gonna finish reading this, and then we'll move on to the email that he sent after this. I would not have not responded like this if you would have not have questioned me on my choice to keep getting work done. So again, because I questioned him, you left after 5 minutes. Because I questioned him on that. He says we're done. And this isn't even, he says we're done in the email. This is still the text before the email he sent, okay? This is at 11:36. It's not even an hour ago. And he's totally just threw all of this away for himself. Now, on top of a no-show, you have given me a bad taste to a beautiful day. Again, a narcissistic trait to make other people your problem. You're blaming everybody but yourself, man. All you had to do is just wait another minute. You couldn't even wait another minute, man. Oh, 5 minutes to eternity. Yeah, you made me wait an eternity on part one, buddy. Over an hour I waited for you on that one, and I didn't say a word about it. But you blow up on me for a 5 minute window? Get out of here. And I tried to give you a courtesy call, also unanswered. Well, if my phone's on vibrate, then I'm not going to hear it, especially if I have these cans on. Think about that, Tom. I got cans on my ears. I got my phone on vibrate. Jesus. And I tried to give you a courtesy call also unanswered after you texted me to try and thank you for your work and free you up rather than sending this. Give me a break. You said you were busy, so I went live anyway to tell my viewers that you weren't showing up. And yeah, I'm yelling now. I'm a little upset at the way that you've treated me today. And you're going to get a licking from me because I don't let anybody do this shit to me. I don't let anybody disrespect me like this. This is totally out of character for you, Tom. What are you doing? What are you doing? Redeem yourself from this. Because this is all going out. This is going out to Odyssey. It's going to be on there forever, by the way. It's on the blockchain. Sorry, like you know what I do here. This is archival. This goes on for existence. As long as we're here and the internet's up, this is all going to be on. I don't know what you're trying to do. See, I have a phone call coming in. It's not from him. It's probably from the body shop for the car because of my fault. My car died last night. Good, good, good. There's everything. My computer died and my car died. But yet I was still able to get here with a 5 minute delay. All right. What's next here? What's next, Sarah? All right. We're almost done with the text. Then I'm going to get off a screen share and see if anybody's watching. I don't even think anybody's watching except Jeremy, but let's see. He said, no more of this. I don't know what this is, Tom. This is not like you, Tom. Much success in your endeavors. Bye. Bye. 1,600 bucks, 2 weeks at your house. Bye. Flying out to do a documentary for you. You switch it into 4 books. Bye. You're not going to get anything accomplished if you keep on shutting everybody out. All right. Like this isn't something where I'm trying to piggyback on you. I'm trying to get your message out to everybody, man. And then you do this crap to me. And no, this is not vindictive, me showing these text messages and emails. He did this an hour ago and he just pretty much ended this whole whatever this is, whatever I was doing with him here. And then he sent this third text message after that. Let's let it go at that. Bringing up your subs like it was my fault there was no show? Unreal. Again. Really? And so I'm just saying this in Tom's cadence. All right. I know this is how he's typing this out to me, and he's clearly frustrated about something. It's not me. I don't, this is undeserving him dishing all this shit out on me. It's like, no need to talk further. No need to reschedule, asshole. Let's just move on with our lives. Best. Wow. You went from fighting the cabal to moving on with your lives? Fucking sock puppet here. So I did reply to him after that. This is what I said to him. I don't know where this is coming from, brother. I'm not upset whatsoever. I'm just surprised. I've waited 90 minutes for you at times with no issue on either end. I checked last night that today was still good. And I sent the Zoom invite at 7 a.m. I was setting up since 9. And before that, I had to rebuild my computer because it melted down. It melted down on Tuesday. I got it back up running this morning. Jesus. All right. And last night, my vehicle died on the road. Holy shit. You see, I don't say this stuff to people that don't need to know about it because they don't need to stress about it. I was I was sorry I didn't look at my phone 5 minutes before the show, Tom. And that you waited 10 minutes to eternity for me to get back to you. God damn it, man. You know, I just was watching reels about like how men don't see each other for like 6 years and they act like a day never passed when they see each other. Like what are you doing here, man? 10 minutes? 10 minutes is enough for a write-off for you of somebody who's given you a platform, a solid, consistent platform that everybody is seeing. And you decide to treat me like this. And you expect me to shut up because that's what the narcissists love to tell everybody. Just shut up. I'm not taking that. I'm not going to fucking shut up today. You narcissists, you got to hear the truth. Sometimes you're your own worst enemy. You wake up hating the world, you go to sleep hoping to die. That's what narcissists do. They wish other people that they themselves would have died instead of so and so else. So that maybe that's their fake false honor that they want. Like, oh, I'm going to give my life for someone else. No, they just hate themselves. They're in such a negative state that they're just like, ugh. But then if anybody tries to say, well, hey, you did something that was kind of weird, they're like, oh, you, how dare you speak ill of me? Give me a break, man. Get yourself together. Get rid of the ego. The ego's so inflated, you're gonna fly in a Macy's Day Parade, man. Mmm, big old round Pikachu. That's the narcissist, the inflated ego narcissist. I can do no wrong. Everyone's my enemy. Everyone's out to get me. That's a narcissist, Tom. I don't want to say you are one, but it's looking like you are. And that's not good. So, yeah. And last night, my vehicle died on the road, but I didn't let any of that affect here. Very important. Very, very important. I did not let those things going on in my life affect the business we're doing here, which is broadcasting live. This is me still replying to Tom here. It's all right if you had other things planned, which it is all right. But I thought this was your only plan at 11. Yeah, especially considering you said, let me look at my schedule and you blocked off time to sit down and talk with me. And then you leave at 5 minutes and then you just don't respond back. So I go live and then you're responding back to me while I'm live because you're watching the show. So instead of coming on the show, you just want to put a whole hissy fit up and being like, oh, Steve ghosted me for 5 minutes. Oh my God. Get a grip, man. Get a grip. It's all right if you had other things planned, but I thought this was your only plan at 11 a.m. was chilling with me for a bit. And that's the truth of it. It's really the truth of it. Jeez. All right. I'm going to check the comments here. Yeah. Hey, Big Island Beach. This could have been a really, really epic show if Tom decided to show his face. But that seems to be a constant theme. You see, I also had asked him to listen to another firsthand account of somebody doing some real shady shit with evidence, with books and books and books and books and books of physical evidence, and he didn't want to hear it. So, Tom, you chose to be ignorant, and I guess you have to be burned by those that you think are trustworthy. Because you clearly don't think I'm trustworthy, but you think others are that definitely aren't. And you will find out eventually that those people I was talking about are exactly who I say they are, and that they're not your friends. None of them are your friends. None of them. They all want clout. They all want to have a bit of the Tom Althouse pie. I mean, come on, man. You had a consistent thing here with me. And you're going to probably go and say, oh, Steve got all mad and you talked so bad about me. Dude, you need to take criticism. I gave you the benefit of the doubt this whole 2 years that you are legit. And I still think so. I just think you have some issues to sort out. And part of it is this whole flipping on people. You got to stop doing that. And I don't know if it like you rubbed the people the wrong way in the past. That like you shouldn't continue doing it here with me. Okay? And I'm not choosing sides on anything going on, anything. I get stuff directly from source, and then I decide what's true and what's not based on how much evidence there is. If there's no evidence for stuff, no, I'm not going to say it's not true. Where's the evidence? Tom brought to the table massive amounts of evidence. All the people that he claimed did all these things to him, they never contacted me to tell me cease and desist or him. So in that respect, I believe Tom's telling the truth about Hollywood. All these fuckers are probably involved in the underground tunnels with all kids. All the missing kids, all the kids that are being eaten, all blood and everything, and this is probably gonna take the stream down. That's it. The stream's done. But like still, real crazy stuff happening here, right? Jeez. All I did was not respond to my text message for 5 minutes before the show, and I didn't see his third text message until a 10 minute it was 10 minutes after his first one. And by that point I had everything ready to go. 11:05. I was waiting for him in this lobby at 11. I was going clicking things back and forth, checking my email, seeing if he sent me an email. Oh, I'm going to be late. No, I'm not thinking about my phone, man. I'm not a, I'm not a late part of millennials. I'm like in the middle millennial, man. I don't need my fucking phone. Jeez. I can sit in a room for 5, 6, 7, 10 hours, no phone. That's just how I was raised. I can deal with that. We're in film production. There's delay. I explained this earlier. film production has built-in reschedule days. They're literally called rain days. I've had to use some of them for my productions. What happens if we make the Immortals? One thing goes wrong on the set, and Tom's gonna call it all off. Give me a fucking break. You know how much a director has to go through to make a production successful? It includes having to put up all bullshit that people are bringing to the table because they have their own problems going on in life and they want to dump it out on the production. They want to sabotage the production. You're going to try to sabotage my YouTube channel? Give me a fucking break, man. This thing isn't even making me money. Shit. I'm doing this out of the goodness of my heart. And here we got a whole bunch of, oh, no, no, no. Now Steven Yissilmissil is going to be the bad guy in Tom's story. Yeah, Steven Yissilmissil. I'm not, this isn't my first rodeo of being called the bad guy. All right. And there's a reason why I have Scotty here with me because he's a bad guy. He's the bad guy. But I'm not the bad guy. But he's the bad guy. And really, and here's the Satanist, the one that helped burn down Maui. Yeah. So, what am I to do? Huh? Next week, I have my former broadcasting teacher from high school. He will be coming on this channel, and we're going to be talking all about film and video production. It's going to be really sick. Like, I'm actually really looking forward to that. Jim Wunderlich is a mentor of mine. He actually is the reason why I am as advanced as I am in the field of film and video production. I think he also contributed to me wanting to go to Columbia College Chicago, but I mean that was kind of a mistake too. But you know, I learned a lot. Everything I go through, I learned a lot. I don't say it's a waste of time. Tom apparently thinks 5 minutes waiting on me is a waste of time and is worthy enough to write me off for the rest of his life. So there it is. Okay, I waited an hour for Tom for part one 2 years ago. He left me sitting here like this. After saying, oh, yeah, we're going to do this, 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 all talk. You don't like me doing this, Tom? Then don't react the way that you do. I'm dishing out back what I'm being given. That's it. I match your frequency, boy. You talk shit to me, I talk shit to you. You get shocked if I talk back. That's a trait of a narcissist. Okay? Don't question me. The narcissist, don't question me. All right, we're going to screen share again and see Tom's follow-up email to me after that long text he sent. And oh no, the whole world's ending now because I'm doing this, right? Yeah. All right, here we go. So at 11:46, 10 minutes later after that initial text message from Tom, or that last one where he's like, we're done. He says, very unprofessional. And not even an apology. Like, I'm supposed to apologize for questioning him for leaving after 5 minutes for a scheduled show. It's very petty at this point. And again, I don't know why the change of heart. And saying your subs will be disappointed. Yeah. Tom, people look forward to seeing you. You dummy. People want to see you. Get more self-confidence in yourself, man. Think it over, Steven. If you do not want, oh, hold on. If you do not see that a no-show at start time without return messages and then responding after, you see how much of a run-on sentence this is? Tom, you're losing your mind. If you do not see that a no-show at start time without return messages and then responding after I was saying I was moving on to other things and in a courteous way when I was ghosted. You know how choppy that is to read? This is not you. What the f is going on? I ask in memory of my sons, we just drop it here and I do not have to go through this again. This will be the last time I ever talk about you, Tom, unless you tell me otherwise. Okay? Don't worry about that one. And, you know, by the way, Tom, these handlers are using your son's deaths as a way to gain sympathy into your time and energy and divert you away from the people that actually are trying to help you, like myself. Okay? You have handlers, and they're very good at what they do. And you don't want to hear any of it. You don't want to believe me. You have handlers, Tom. One of them also shares the same letter of my first name in their last name. There you go. I can be cryptic. I don't have to directly call people out. I have manners and morals too. But you came at me in such a way this morning that was way out of line and not like you. For you to, again, precedence. Part one. I wait over an hour for Tom to arrive. Do I make it a problem? No. Fast forward 2.5 years later to today. I don't respond to my phone because I have my cans on and my phone is on vibrate. So Tom sees that as disrespect after he makes me wait over an hour in the past multiple times and reschedule. Let's reschedule, 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 reschedule. It was all right until you decided to come at me like this, man. It was all fine until you decided to come at me like this. And now again, you're using the death of your sons as a way to get out of something. You're using the deaths of your sons in order to put your shields on and not see the handlers that are right in front of you. The very same people that are telling you not to talk to me are the ones that are trying to make you kill yourself. Don't you get it? These handlers are making your everyday life a living hell. And you refuse to listen to me. You refuse to hear the truth. I see these people doing this shit. I look out for you. I'm worried for you, Tom. You were talking like you weren't going to be around much longer back in April when I went to visit you. The fuck kind of talk is that, man? That's not a talk of a winner. If you're ready to check out, God's not going to take you quickly. I'm sorry, you want to get this like this dark here? Come on, man. You're throwing the death of your sons up over 5 minutes? 5 minute window. Oh my God, my death of my sons. Don't you ever talk to me again. 5 minutes into eternity. I'm sorry it felt like an eternity for you, Tom, but that's really disrespectful to me considering I put my time out for you. I've done all of this for you, and now you have betrayed me. And that you see, like a narcissist does, the very next thing is he's shifting it over to me again. And that you would spin it back on me. Whoa. Major tactic of liberals these days is blaming the other person for what they're doing themselves. So Tom's spinning this 5 minute window thing and making it look like, oh no, I'm dishonoring the death of his sons because I made him wait 5 minutes. You made me wait all fucking day some days when I was at your house for 2 weeks, you asshole. Talking about killing yourself. And I'm blown away by your behavior here. We are done. Yeah, I'm blown away by your behavior too, Tom. I'm totally blown away. You elicit this reaction out of me because of what you're saying here. Throwing up the death. You're hiding behind that now, dude. I know all about it. I know all about that. You had your two sons die. You don't have to remind me that that's your mission. You've told me that's your mission is to do this in honor of them. But this is not honoring them. You're doing a disservice to them by doing this to me. All that time and energy you spent here on my platform and here, now you're just pissing it all away. You want me to disappear? I'm not going to disappear. What are you going to do? Send somebody to report 3 of my videos so my channel comes down? Go try it, motherfucker. Try me. Try it. Go report 3 videos. Get the whole fucking channel down. I don't fucking care. I got other platforms to use. I'm ready to roll on Rumble. I got TikTok that has more fucking followers than this shit. And Instagram. And I can change the type of content I want to put up at any time. All right. And if these are going to be the last of the real clips, oh shit, if I got all the 22 interviews, what if I just keep doing? What if I keep putting them out no matter what? You know, my intention was to just make reels of every single interview I've done with Tom and take everything out of all the interviews. There's over 1,000 clips I was ready to make. That's gonna be a long ass time before I get that done because it takes a lot of time. Okay. And I don't feel appreciated here. So I responded back to Tom to that email where he's like, basically disowning me. And then over here, there's so I got back to him within 10 minutes. I said, Tom, oh, hold up, hold up. Oh man. Yeah, so I'll read this again so that you could see it on here. Because I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Look, within 2 minutes after I saw his text, I resent him the link because he said he didn't have it. So he said, very unprofessional, and not even an apology. And what? Is it because I didn't title it with "Hi Tom, here is the link, best Steven"? I did this quickly so you'd show up and not get cold feet like you just did. Give me a fucking break, man. So I'll reread this, what Tom said. Very unprofessional, not even an apology. This is all over a 5-minute window that he felt I ghosted him over. Give me a break. Again, video production has delays. In fact, part 1, Tom made me wait over an hour. I keep repeating this because the immensity is immeasurable. That's 55 more minutes than your measly 5-minute window that you wrote me off on, man. It doesn't even compare. Give me a fucking break, Tom. Very unprofessional. Yeah, you know what? Calling me unprofessional? Shit. Just wait, man. If you decide to like contact me anymore, it's just gonna go up on this channel here, man. Sorry. That's it. Like you've made your bed already. And I'm sure Penny told you to do it too, because she has you wrapped around her finger. And you don't like me saying that, but it's true. She's the handler. Sorry to say it, she's the handler. She's the one that melted down and went psycho and left a property she was living on for free for 7 years. Disappeared after being caught in a lie. And if you were lying to me about something, Tom, that you're freaking out now about, that I have no clue what the heck you're freaking out about, well, you'll clearly be freaking out about this now. Like, you don't expect me to come on here and share my thoughts and opinions on how I am treated by you today? You think I have no self-respect for myself where I'm not going to stand up here and defend myself? Gee, get out of here, man. Stay out of here. Oh, Steve, I'll never come on your show again because you said stay out of here on your live stream just now. Dude, that's not even it. You have other things that you clearly don't want to work with me anymore, but there's other reasons why. It's not because of the 5-minute window. Is it just because I'm too good? You know what? I'm ascending right now too in terms of like energy and stuff. Like, oh man, like no other. And that's going to be a topic for another day. But here we are at a crossroads where Tom believes that I have disrespected him for making him wait 5 minutes when we were both waiting on each other. It's like two people meeting up off of Tinder trying to meet at a fucking train station, and they're both on opposite sides of the platform, and they both think neither of them showed up. That's exactly what the fuck is going on here. Steve's unprofessional. Steve's unprofessional. Bye. You guys see what he's saying to me. This is his choice, not mine. He decided, he sent me wall texts over me asking, you left after 5 minutes? It's a valid question, man. You have an 11 o'clock show that you at least blocked an hour out for. And sure, yeah, you could go work on other stuff to get your story out. I don't care, man. I don't care that you have other things more important than me to do, like to spend your time on. But like the way you did it, man, the way you did it, it's like you tried to set me up for failure so that you could then go say I'm like everyone else. And I'm not like everyone else, motherfucker. I'm the only one-on-one Steve Yissilmissil you'll ever fucking meet. You'll never see another person like me ever again. And all those people that you're surrounding yourself with, from the Zubliks to the Shepherds, they're all fucking fake. They're not real people. They have 12 different names and 6 different bank accounts and wigs and boxes. They're all fake. I don't need a wig. I'm bald. Yeah, I got my mustache. I have a full beard I can grow if I want to. I keep it trim. Oh, it's not professional, huh? Not professional. You see, it's just really silly. This whole thing is so silly. So yeah, again, I'll read this so that anybody that's just listening to this can hear it. At 11:46, Tom says, very unprofessional and not even an apology, and saying your subs will be disappointed. Again, I tell my subscribers what day you'll be on. And yes, Tom, people look forward to seeing you. So, of course, they are going to be disappointed when they find out that you're no longer going to be on the show today. But now it's indefinitely, apparently. Over 5 minutes. Wow. Very cool. This is way too much, Stephen. When I trusted you and every dude, why are you throwing away the trust? What made the trust get lost? If it's really over a 5 minute window, like I'm sorry, but you're too soft. You're not gonna make it, man. I'm the one that was sent to you when you were praying for people to help you. And then you go and pull this on me. You were my Morpheus, Steve. Dude, get out of here with that, man. I don't even like Morpheus. This whole fucking Matrix franchise sucks ass. You know that? The Wachowskis are shit. You know, at least, Tom, you got me to turn on the Wachowskis. And they're all trannies now carrying out their rituals with whatever blood contracts they signed with Keanu. You know, what am I to say? These fuckers that I looked up to my whole life are all fucking sniveling little pieces of shit. And they all have the same religion too. What do you know? I don't know who got in your ear, Tom, but you're gonna start going along and smearing people that have tried to help you, it's not going to end well. You don't want to do this. The more you pressure things to move forward like this, I will come back every time to defend myself because I have the right to. You could pause, you could click out of this window anytime you'd like. You can come back anytime you'd like. But go ahead, try to report 3 videos. Get my channel struck. Do it. I'd love for everyone to see that my channel got struck because you had a bad day and decided to take it out on me and blame me for everything like a narcissist. Yeah, this really soured me because of what you're saying here. When you're telling me that you got soured over me asking why you left over a 5 minute window. Oh, I don't have time for you, Steve. That's what you told me. You don't have time for me. You have other things to do. I'm sure you have other things to do, but you plan to be here with me today, motherfucker. Think it over, Steven. No, Tom, I think actually you need to think this over because you reacted way out of line and out of proportion today to the point that you're saying that never again, Steve. Maybe you are punching holes through the walls. Man, you know, these people that you say that claim that you have like shouted and screamed and said, hey, you know, I witnessed you almost have a meltdown while I was at your house over a plane ticket that I didn't even end up using because I drove back. And I probably should have left earlier because you were getting cold feet when I was there halfway through my trip. You're getting cold feet on me, and you're upstairs watching Netflix all goddamn day while I'm there from Illinois, ready to do a documentary for you. And you're taking your sweet fucking time watching Game of Thrones. Oh, here's how all of them are. Good. You want? Does this break your heart, Tom? You spent time away from me in your own house while I was visiting you, watching TV. That's all you fucking did was watch TV. Just watch TV over and over again. Watch TV. What? Oh, Steve, you were sleeping. I needed to talk to you. Don't wake me up. I went for 2 weeks by you, and all you did was watch TV. We spent maybe 10, 20 hours total out of 2.5 weeks writing down, transcribing your thoughts and notes. I have all of those, man. You wanted me to release a book instead of doing a documentary film. I am bred to do a documentary. I'm a filmmaker. I'm not a fucking author. And if you've wanted to do a book for this for so long, why you choose me instead of somebody more established in the writing industry? But no, I spent time. I spent my own money to go fly out by you. I brought you all these good supplements to help you with the chemtrails, to help you get your health in check. All this bullshit and that bullshit. And here you're getting all bunched up over all these little things, and then you're staying up in your room all fucking day watching TV when I'm supposed to be there working with you on this documentary. Just brain rot your head into existence, into out of existence. You're brain rotting your head out of existence. If you had a USB port on the back of your head like you have in your script, you'd plug yourself right into Netflix and you'd say, fuck everyone. That's you, Tom. Because when I went to spend time with you, you went upstairs and stayed upstairs. Someone comes to spend time with you, and you do that. And you know how much I had to sacrifice to get out over there. And I knew what I was getting into. I knew what the risks were going in visiting you. And yet you chose Netflix over making a documentary with me. And not even making a documentary with Netflix. You're watching Netflix in your home while I'm there, supposed to be working with you. Oh, Steve, you slept until 10. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. But like from 1 to 8 p.m., you're nowhere to be found. I'm watching Game of Thrones. Dude, is that going to help you win your court case? Watching Game of Thrones, or is a documentary made by me going to get to more people than whatever you're finding as Easter eggs in a show that never ends? Think it over, Steve. Oh, I've thought it over now. You choose to watch Netflix instead of working on your film documentary with me. I pushed you to go contact John B. Wells. You got back on there 2 more times because I kept pushing you to go back on. And you were so grateful and thankful for John and Brenda to be so open with you. And you never called them back. You never called John and Brenda back. They had an open arms for you. They were going to do a GoFundMe for the book. I guess that's all gone, huh? I'm going to finish reading the rest of the email here. If you do not see that a no-show at start time without return messages and responding after I was saying I was moving on to the other things and in a courteous way when I was ghosted. Again, such a choppy sentence. You're melting down. You're losing your mind here, man. This is not like you. You don't do this stuff with me. You've never behaved this way, especially like laying it this thick onto me. Don't worry, Tom. This is the last stream I'll ever mention your name, unless you decide to actually, you know, come around, but I don't think you will. I ask in memory of my sons. We just drop it here, and I do not have to go through this again. I am sorry you thought you had done nothing wrong. So I did, according to Tom, I did something wrong. And he's using the death of his sons now to ask me to go away. You see? You see how this is working? Do you see, everybody? This is the side you don't see. The roping in and then pulling away. Rope in and then release. Rope in and release. Rope in and release. New host. Oh no, they're bad. New host. Oh no, they're bad too. They're bad too. They're bad too. New host. Oh, Steven, you're so smart. You get it. You finally get it, Steven. I've been waiting so long. And then I hear you say the same fucking thing on 5 other podcasts. I can't. Oh, this is so great. I'm finally talking to smart people. Does that mean you were talking to me and thinking I was a dumb person? Jesus fucking Christ, man. You talk about getting offended and shit, and then you go and speak like that. Don't worry, Tom. In memory of your 2 dead sons, I will never mention your name or their names ever again on this channel. You're getting what you're asking for. And that you would spin it back on me, that I would have to drop what I was doing to reset up again and break off for my next day. Guess what, Tom? I did that the very first show with you. I waited over an hour for you. I broke this down. I turned my lights off. I shut my microphone off, took my headphones off, shut my webcam off, and then you call me. Oh, I don't know. I couldn't log on. I don't know what's going on. What was my response? No worries, Tom. Let's go. It's straight and to the point. If you understood, you'd understand. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't need to have a word salad to express what my intent is. You're getting the whole kit and caboodle right here. Okay? This is all. This is it. There's no mask. Hey, where's the promised land? No, I'm not doing any of that. You had the real deal here, Tom. Maybe I'm more real than you are, but maybe that's a story for another day. And that you would spin it back on me. that I would have to drop what I was doing to reset up again and break off from my next task. Tom, objectively, I can understand that. But the way that you came at me with this, holy moly. Yeah. Again, everything that he's doing, he's just throwing it back at me. Like I'm blown away by him, but his reaction is so out of proportion to the issue. Do any of you understand that? I know some of you are watching, but like, I hope you're like seeing it from my point of view here. This dude just had a meltdown on me over a 10-minute window where I was finishing setting this shit up. All right. But also, so I was putting this screen up between 10:50 and 11 a.m. So that means by the time I'm here, I got my phone over on the side. I don't hear it because it's on a bin and it has a stack of papers, so all the vibrating just gets absorbed. I don't hear it. And then I have these on. It's very simple to see that like I'm not going to be paying attention to the phone sometimes. And it's not like I made you wait more than 5 minutes past 11. And no, I wasn't making you wait because I didn't even know that you texted me. What a concept that I could be innocent here and that you're just blowing your lid and disproportionately shutting me out. Again, a narcissist trait, but I'm used to it. I've lived with it my whole life. And here again, we are done. Another thing with a narcissist, just saying that everything's done. And then they'll come back around when they realize what they had. It's too late now, Tom. You made your bed with this. You took the time to send me this publicly. Anything on the internet is public. Anything on the phone is public. The only privacy you have is away from devices in the middle of a fucking forest or something. Nothing's private. Got it? Nothing is private anymore. You think this, like, I'm not going to say anything about this? So, this is part 23, the end with no show Tom for the umpteenth time. Oh no, I'm speaking so ill of him. What did I to do? This is the first time I'm ever speaking ill of him. Oh no, I'll never speak ill of you, Tom. But you came at me. You came at me. You set me up. You had like, it was like strategic. 10:55, 11, and 11:05. Like you're some corporate entity looking to fire and lay off half of their fucking workforce. Get a grip on reality, man. Human beings have delays. You had an over an hour delay, the first part. Part one, I wait here over 1 hour for you. And did I complain? No, not until today when you came at me about this 5 minute window bullshit. And then you say you have all their more important things to do, yet you come on and watch my stream. Jesus Christ, Tom. No, he's done. Tom's been compromised. He has handlers that is having him sever his ties with his best contacts. And that's the truth of it. That's the truth of it, everyone. Tom is being handled, but at the same time, like, could he have been handling me? Dun dun dun. Don't question anything, Steve. You shut the fuck up. You're supposed to be kowtowing to the narcissist's demands every single time. They tell you to shut up, you better shut up. Right? No, not this time. I don't bow to narcissists. And you can go take whatever you want, shove up your ass. All right. I don't care what you have to say about me, but you come here and you disrespect me like this. I have a platform over 2,000 people waiting for you. Yeah, maybe 100 people were going to watch today. Not anymore. Now they're watching this. Good, good. I'm the bad guy now in the story, everybody. Ta-da! It's season 17 in the infinite shit TV series going nowhere. Now I'm the villain. Da, 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 da. After 22 seasons, now I am the villain. Tables have turned. Now we have 22 more seasons where I can be the villain, right? Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, I'm shocked too, Zenray Q. I'm very shocked. You come at me like this? I showed what Tom just did this morning. He blew this way out of proportion and decided to just completely cut me off. I'm not going to lose sleep over it, man. I wasn't even making money off of this. Like, you think this is like going to take away my livelihood? I wasn't, there's no life to this for me. I was giving my time to get your message out. It was spirituals more than myself. Yeah, Zen Ray Q, you can reach out to me. You know, I see here I'm an open book. I don't go and melt down on people over times, man. He made me wait over an hour once. He's canceled on me multiple times within this month, let alone the rest of the 2 years, which he's also canceled on me between that time. I'm being very candid here. And you're seeing my raw response to all of this. I didn't expect Tom to all of a sudden behave like a narcissist with me, but here we are. Here we are. He's just, and you know, here's a lesson for you. Both in friendships and relationships, if you have the other person in that friendship or relationship is starting to really go like this and this and this, you let them go. You don't try to keep bringing them, just let them go. That girl that's saying, oh, why do you like me? Get rid of them. Get rid of them. They don't have any self-confidence in themselves. So why would they have confidence in you? Tom clearly doesn't have confidence in me. And that's because he doesn't even have confidence in himself. He doesn't believe that he's going to have anybody watching here today. He thinks it's more important that he goes on the Zublik report or whatever. Hey, you know what? Oh, all for getting the message out for your son, but fuck Steve Yisell and his channel. That's just to fuck with him. That has nothing to do with my two dead sons. And it could go fuck him. Steve Yisell can go fuck himself. That's essentially what you're saying. All these other platforms are for the memory of my dead son. But Steve Yisell, go fuck yourself. That's what you're saying. And please, for my two sons, please never talk to me again. Fine, I won't. But this had nothing to do with any of that. All because I'm getting this all and putting my cans on. And you get your panties in a bunch. I wanted everyone to see this. It's the rest of my creatine for today. Yeah, you know what? Creatine doesn't have any effects like caffeine or anything. It's retaining water in my muscles. So I'm trying to at least save some of my muscles while I'm dropping weight here. Look at this. Check this out. Ain't that some good stuff? This is a small. I've never fit in a small before. My health is top notch right now. And it's only going to get better. I might not even hit peak in my 50s. It might be much later then. So yeah, here I am disrespected on my channel 2.5 hours after Tom canceled on me 5 minutes after 11 when he's made me wait countless times for him to show his ass up. So I'm being candid here, people. The beauty of this live stream, though, is that Tom can't pull the plug on me because he doesn't like what I'm saying. Sorry, bud. You don't have the controls on this end. And I say that to everybody else too that wants to bring me down. You don't have the controls here. It's all here. I got the control. You see? A narcissist cannot stand being powerless. It's the truth. And their ego, like I said, so inflated they can star in the Macy's Day Parade. Just floating. Giant ego. I can do no wrong. Get a grip on yourself, Tom. What the fuck got into your head? Who got to you? I already know. I just want to hear you say it. It's Penny L.A. Shepherd. It's David Zublik. And they're handlers of Emma and Gray. Great. Congratulations. We all cannibalized each other. That's what everyone wants. They just want total division. You got it, Penny. You got it. You got it good. You got it good. You got the best podcaster of Tom's out. Good job. Fake ass Penny Shepherd with 12 names and 6 bank accounts and 6 bins of wigs. Oh! Tom Althouse, you possibly have a bigger ego than Ric Flair, but you just don't show it. That's you. You know, also narcissists cannot stand silence. You know what? I'll say this here. Zenray Q said, I feel you stay open to an apology from him, though, and I will. But, Tom, you really hurt me today to have me come on here and say all of this. Because I didn't deserve how you treated me today, especially considering everything I've done for you prior to this. You know, people have murdered for less. You ever hear that saying? Like, dude fucking gives me an hour delay on the first part of this whole series. No big deal here for me. But 5 minute delay on my end for him, and he's like, oh, fuck this. Okay. That's not how you were before. Your demeanor clearly changed. Oh, I couldn't get online. I can't do this or that. I guess I'm not allowed to have that happen ever here. I need to be fucking perfect, right? That's not professional. Jeez. What profession are we in? I really want what profession is this? Because it really just feels like I'm talking to myself. It's like a little therapy session, right? Oh, Steve got so hurt. He went online, he melted down over time. No, I'm feeling the way I've been treated. You're seeing my raw emotions here. I clearly was not happy with how this turned out because of how what am I to do? What am I to do? Tom, if you want to apologize, I will happily accept an apology. But if you think I'm going to apologize for asking why you left after 5 minutes, you're not going to get one from me for that. Because that's a very simple question. And if that hurts your ego, then you clearly are a narcissist and you don't deserve my time. Okay? You think I'm a figment of your imagination? I'm a real person over here in Illinois. Okay? And I've done this my whole life. I have all equipment, do all this stuff, and do this real nice and cool. Okay, and it's kind of makeshift. I should be doing a little more than this. This is all I can fucking manage at this point, especially since I don't barely have enough to make ends meet. Even though I have in the description box and everything, Stripe Pay, this and that, help the show out, do this and that. Nobody's donated a dime. All right. I was out here doing music videos for bands. I had one of the first bands I filmed in college, Scarlet. Nyomja goes and says, I can get more likes on MySpace than views on your YouTube channel with a music video. After I spent 2 days filming a music video with them that got them known all over the Chicagoland area. Little brats out of Bartlett. The Bartlett brats. The Bartlett Scarlet brats. Scarlet was their name. But yeah, after everything I did for Scarlet, oh, we can get more coverage by me showing my tits and my ass on my page. Okay, I guess music wasn't your profession. It's clearly prostitution. And then we get on to these other bands that I've helped. Very good bands. Very good bands. I wanted to help them get to that next level to get exposure and then come along on the ride with them. Watch them grow as I grow with them. It's called a partnership, professional partnership. Some of them only last one and done. Some of them last 2.5 years, like Tom and I. Some of them last 6+ years, like Mike Zabrin and I. Funktastic. I haven't filmed for him in years, but I'm sure if I saw him on the street, it'd be like, hey man, what's up? Funktastic. Why is it like I have a girlfriend breaking up with me? That's what I don't understand. That's what I don't understand, man. Why is Tom doing this like, oh, dude, it's 5 minutes. Get a grip over yourself. You make me wait an hour. On the first interview I do with you, I almost was like, this guy's a fucking blow off. That's the first impression you gave me. And since that day, I have been trying to build over that, which you successfully did until today when you just are like, we're done. Yikes, man. Talk about over escalation. I'm just here trying to find truth out of what the fuckers are doing in Hollywood. And Tom is so well spoken and has names and dates and everything. And he said he's on the autistic spectrum, which kind of explains why he has the names and dates so accurate. But at the same time, like, dude, what are you doing? You just blew off a friendship of almost nearly 3 years for what? Yeah, she is bad news, then, right? Tom, if you ever contact me again, it better be to say that you're sorry for doing this to me because I didn't deserve this. And you can say all day about how you didn't deserve being put on hold for 5 minutes or whatever you think I did. I was waiting for you. At 11 o'clock, both of us were sitting here like this. Okay. And I'm sorry that that hurt you thinking that I was ghosting you or something. No, sorry. That's only something that women do in relationships. That is not what men do in friendships or professional podcasting. Okay. I hope you understand that. I don't fucking ghost people, dude. Yeah, I have to wait 2 hours and 40 minutes to get a reply back from you. So clearly, my time's not important to you. And I can keep going back and back and back. And, anytime I made a solid, when I had made a solid point to Tom about something he has done, he always says, "Oh, it's like daggers." Oh, dude, get a fucking grip over yourself. Was me asking why'd you leave after 5 minutes make you go, "Oh," then like you're not fit for this, man. You want to be a truther? You're running away from questions? The fuck's the matter with you, Tom? Like I said, this is out of character for you, Tom. And I expect an apology from you for everything like everything you do. You just it's like you have a pre-programmed response to just eradicate people from your life, like a narcissist. Sorry, dude. You have to do that to me. You don't respect me. Do you see this? Tom does not respect Steve and yourself. Tom only cares about himself, apparently. But what I have to do. Not that like you made plans with people and collaborate and schedule a block of time to be with people, and then you just decide, oh, I'm going to do other things after 5 minutes. And you call me unprofessional? I had an interview with a job. They said, can you come in today or Saturday or Monday? And this was on a Wednesday. I came in on that day. I don't put shit off. I get shit done, man. I don't have time to wait around. I don't have time to do half the shit I want to do. Like I'd like to live stream every week. You know, I might actually start doing that now. I need to be more vocal on my channel instead of just hosting people who I'm giving a platform for, who I give the benefit of the doubt to. Next week, I will have Jim Wunderlich on this show. He was my high school broadcasting teacher, and we will be doing this through Zoom. And he's been in the radio industry since I believe the 60s or 70s. So he's going to have some killer stories to share with us. And I'm going to go and roll with it just the way we normally do here. Because I don't normally do interviews. Before Tom Althouse, I wasn't doing interviews like this. I thought I was going to be a one and done with Tom. And he wanted to keep going. And like he said, like out of respect, I won't do any more, Tom. Because you said so. It's on you. You make the choice. You no, you have made the choice. Like you made it for me. You didn't even let me have a say in it. You're just like, we're done. 5 minutes, we're done. Felt like an eternity. Damn. I hope the afterlife doesn't feel like longer than 5 minutes, dude. To you, that'd be an eternity squared or eternity cubed or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. You know, out of the rare circumstance that like Tom found a pack of weed or something and got high. I don't know. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that this is definitely out of character for Tom Althouse. And that whatever has happened, he's being controlled. Because nobody should react like that to such a minor issue. You see? Boy, oh boy. Well, Tom, if you're still watching, like, dude, I fucking give you props because I don't think, like, you have the stomach to listen to any of this. You don't want to listen to the truth. You have a pensive perspection here. I'm being very pensive. And you know that I am genuine with what I say and feel. And sorry that you felt offended, man. I get it that you're busy as all hell talking to everybody. I totally get it. There's my apology. I get that you are busy. But to write off my entire hour plus show because of 5 minutes and not hearing me text you back. I'm not like that. I'm not one of your girlfriends, yo. I don't do this shit. I don't play those games of ghosting that you speak of. That's childish bullshit from cowards that don't want to face reality. Instead, they figure they can just ignore and that the problem will disappear. Everything's fine. Turn on the TV and watch Netflix, and everything's fine now. And look, they're talking about me and all the shows I watch. I gave you the benefit of the doubt, Tom, and I still do. You have the opportunity to set things right. You ended it. I guess you could start it again. All right. So I'll leave it open for you. But you got my candid reaction and how you made me feel right here, right now. After traveling 800 miles and back to you for 2.5 weeks, just for you to sit on your ass upstairs and watch Netflix. Sorry, buddy. No one else is saying it, but I'm saying it. You wasted your time and your opportunity with me when I was visiting you at your house. When we were supposed to make the film documentary. Instead, it was like a therapy session. I'm not a therapist. Sorry, man. But I'll do that here. I'm not a professional therapist. I'm a filmmaker. I am not a book writer. I am a filmmaker. Get it? I traveled on a plane with all my film equipment. I didn't have a box of pencils or notebooks of paper. We had to go out to the store to buy a whole bunch of fucking notebooks because he wanted a notebook for each chapter of the book. And then he turned the one book into four by the time I was leaving. It's like trying to create an impossible situation so that nothing will ever get resolved. Is that the grift, Tom? Are you a grifter? Does that hurt you that I say that? Prove me wrong, man. I'm here doing my shit. I'm doing my podcast. I'm doing my video work. I gig video work. I edit video. I shoot video and hand the footage over to people, to wedding couples, to musicians, to politicians. I did a political video the last 2 years ago for someone that was running for office. Yeah, guess what? It's my profession. I do video production. And you ask me to write you a book. All right. Well, I have all the notes still, Tom. And the big reveal that you gave me while I was down there with you in Texas, it's a little underwhelming from what I think you held back. I think you held back on some stuff that you wanted to tell me. I'm not sure why. But I also know you were talking a lot with Penny on the phone besides watching Netflix all day. So again, disrespect of my time that I took out from Illinois to go visit you in Texas, and then just to have you watch TV upstairs all day. Yeah, that's real great. Thanks a lot, man. Make me feel like nothing, right? Was that your goal? It didn't work. I was able to watch WrestleMania while I was there, thankfully. Woo! The final boss. Durr. The guy there, you want to talk about narcissists? Egotistical narcissist, you got one right here. Mr. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Look at it. He's such a narcissist. He's trying to make the same mustache as me. Look at that. Look at that. I'm the final narcissist. Ah! And I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy now in Tom's world. So that's that. Beyond all the drama, I love having fun with stuff. And all of this was so fascinating hearing from Tom. I never heard a story like Tom's, but it's a snowballing story where like you can get lost in the details. So I was trying my very best to get to the meat and potatoes. I think I did a good job. I didn't complete the job. I got caught off today. What am I gonna do? Oh my God. Oh, my life is over. Fuck, man. Well, how am I supposed to react? How would the narcissist like me to react today? Hmm? Narcissists love to control everybody around them and all their emotions and make you feel like nothing and then gaslight you, make you think that you're the reason why they feel like shit all the time. That's what narcissists do. And if you live around them your whole life, sometimes you never even notice it. Sometimes these narcissists convince the people they're living with that they're their problem. And so the person that's not the narcissist ends up going down to that lower astral plane with them, and then they feel like nothing. And then the narcissist is sitting there going like, yeah, that's right. You're nothing. That's a narcissist. You know, I don't want yachts. I don't want whatever bimbos Tom's talking about, all these wine and dine bullshit shit. All of these promises, these Hollywood fucks promised Tom, it actually appealed to him. Those things appealed to Tom. That's why Tom is taken advantage of so often. It hurts me to see Tom taken advantage of so often, to see him have to start over again and again and again and again and be let on again and again and again. And I tried to help him. Dude, hey, red flag, red flag. Penny is a fucking agent. No, no, he's like, la 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 la. Doesn't even want to fucking hear it. I had a whole show set up for him to hear the truth from the horse's mouth. And he got cold feet on that too. So I guess Tom doesn't want to hear or know the truth. Just his truth. Which means whatever paints him in a good light. Because no truth is better than Tom's truth, right? If you're getting offended by any of this, Tom, like you did this to yourself, you came at me really, really aggressively, like way beyond measure, way aggressively, like completely write me off. Yeah, Penny is total fake. Penny L.A. Shepherd is a total fake. She has no last, her last name's fake. She has multiple bank accounts. She was living on a property for free in Texas. She tried to handle a person out there that was the landlord, and the landlord broke free of that. The landlord of Penny was handling the landlord. Penny was making sure the landlord had no friends. They're living in a town of 400 people. They're like, no, you're not supposed to have anybody over here. That's Penny. That's Penny telling the landlord that. And then I go and I get the landlord ready to talk to Tom on podcast, like private Zoom, to get to the bottom of this. And Tom gets cold feet last minute, calls me on the phone. Steve, I don't feel comfortable talking to so. I want to hear it from you. It's like the whole point of me doing the Zoom is so you could hear it from directly the source. If you were doing a film study, would you rather hear a critique of the movie from a viewer or the person who wrote it? I'd say the person who wrote it. That's just me. Oh, someone watched it. Let's see what they have to say about the content. Oh, fuck. There's 1,000 people talking about I watched this movie and what's it mean? What's it all mean? When Emma and Gray got called out, Penny, L.A. Shepherd, started handling me. Okay? There is your truth bomb right there. After I outed Gray and Emma, Penny L.A. Shepherd contacted me and started handling Tom and I. And now I've broken free from that, and Tom's still in La La Land with her. Okay? And sooner or later, he will get burned by her, and he'll know I was right this whole time. But until then, he's going to make me out to be a bad guy. And you know that I'm telling the truth. Because why would I lie about any of this? What do I have to gain? Think about it. What do I have to gain? What do I have to gain? Hmm? I'll wait here. I'll wait and see if anybody in the chat will say something. But no, like over a 5 minute window, Tom's like, we're done. So that's the story. The end. Bye. Bye bye. That's him making that decision. Blows up on me. Yeah. So I'll wrap this up in about 6 minutes because I've been going for 2 hours now. But this had to be said. I do not take disrespect lightly. And Tom, you never made it clear that having a 5 to 10 minute overlap was disrespect to you, especially when you make me wait over an hour on part one and multiple countless other times. But the part one stands out the most because it was the first one. That was your first impression you gave me. You were an hour late. And then you end our friendship over me not responding to you over a 10-minute window. Unbelievable. Yes. So she brought a witch over to the property before she left. And she started love bombing the landlord. Yeah, love bombing is another thing that that lady does. I don't like saying names on here, these people. They're disgusting. The handlers, the deceivers, the schemers, the scalpers. I don't like calling them by name. It's just how I am. But you all know who I'm talking about. The schemers, the merchants. I can go on all day about this shit. It's all the same shit. It's just a bunch of people that are deciding to do day in and day out. They have choice after choice after choice after choice after choice. They have opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to do this right thing, and they don't do it. And then they get painted in a bad light. That's again, you get presented with things that you're like, oh, it wouldn't be good if I participated in that. Oh, then I did. Oh, oops. Okay, I'll never do it again. And I did it again. Oh no. And then oh, I did it again. The third time. At that point, you're not like actively trying to be away from that crowd. You're participating in it. Just like Tom said, George Michael participated in it. But he had a good heart. Okay, Tom. This isn't me not believing you. I'm just, come on, man. You make me question everything with the way that you just came at me today. Okay? Think I wasn't going to come on here and say my piece? Get the fuck out of here. This is my channel. Okay? You don't have control over what I say on here. And no, you cannot control how other people feel. But you can have an effect on how others feel, especially with the way that you treat them. And you did not treat me well today. Not one bit. And I know you're going to say that I didn't treat you well. But dude, you didn't have to send all that stuff to me, which prompted me to come on here and defend myself. Okay? Because I'm going to defend myself to death on this. I didn't do shit wrong. I'm a film and video producer. You've given me an hour plus delay in the past, and then you end this podcast because of a 5 minute 10 minute window. 11:05. You're like, call it done for the day. Check, you clock in at 11. No one's there. You leave at 11:05. That's basically how you treated me. Right? Even though, like, dude, we talked last night about it. I texted you. You got back to me 3 hours later saying, yes, we're still on with the hang loose sign. Dude, what changed? Hmm? Hmm? You're clearly not hanging loose. You're uptight as a wow. I'm trying not to swear. You're uptight as all heck. I, Get a grip on yourself. Stop taking yourself so seriously, Tom. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're attacking your friends. You're making enemies of the wrong people. What is wrong with you? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Zenray, we're gonna have to talk. But yeah. Yeah, next week I'm gonna have a different guest on. So like this whole time, I've exclusively had Tom as a guest on my channel. And I haven't had anybody else as an interview guest on my channel. But that's going to change next week, and that was already in the plans before all of what transpired today. This has been in works for about the past week, and I've been thinking about it for quite some time, for probably several months now. Okay. So when I say something and then that I'm going to do something, that means I'm already like about to do it. When I talk about it, that means it's about to happen. So that's why you never heard me talk about the book with Tom because we weren't ready. And it grew from one to four on his mom's whim. He takes orders from his mom. Like, not knocking on him, but like he needs to be his own man. I love my mom. Tom loves his mom. Those are very good traits to have in a man, is knowing how they treat their mother or what they say about them. Like, are you trying to help your mother? Is your mother trying to help you? It seemed like your mother was trying to like make me not make a documentary, if you want my honest opinion on it. Yes, give him an impossible task. Make him write a book. Oh, fuck, he's writing a book. Make it 4 books. Are you trying to just push me out? That's what it seems like, man. You had a golden opportunity to have a 4K documentary with me, and you watched Netflix upstairs. I should have just filmed you watching the TV all day, right? It's like, shit. What is going on? You talk about me being unprofessional, and then you do that. And I'm talking about when I was spending time at your place in April. You do that, you just, Steve, I need you here right there, right now. But then, like, the rest of the fucking day, you're nowhere to be found. Like, come on, man. At least have some transparency with me. I'm being transparent here. You're getting the raw feeling, the raw reaction to how I was treated earlier today. Completely disrespectful, especially for what I have contributed to Tom's exposure on the internet. And that's no small feat. Those, it's probably months worth of time I'm never going to get back, okay? And I'm talking 24-hour days. That's a few months of time that I spent on all of this for Tom that I can never get back. So why would I delete any of it, huh? Why would I delete a thing? So the truth will be exposed. Tom is being handled right now, and this, I believe, is why he reacted the way he did with me today. Because, like I said, he's made me wait an hour in the past, but if I'm getting ready waiting for him, not looking at the phone, but I sent a link to him, he didn't get it. We're both sitting waiting. He thinks I ghosted him. Dude, this is a bunch of petty bullshit. Thought we're supposed to be saving kids or something, huh? Or are you in on it too? I can question whatever I please because I'm here to seek the truth. And anything that's false will reveal itself in time. Got it? So if you're just going with the flavor of the day, the people that are giving you the most attention now, they're not going to be here tomorrow, Tom. But I would have been, and I still could be. The ball's in your court, man. You said we are done. Like, I take that literally, man. And I'm speaking to you man to man. You said we are done on a production delay. which was out of both of our controls because apparently you never got the email to begin with that I sent 4 hours prior. Bunch of petty nonsense. Yeah, my mind is blown too. I really did not expect Tom to do this to me, especially considering I've seen him do this exact thing to other people. Now, is it a coping mechanism? Is it that fight or flight response? Is it something PTSD related where it just needs to push people away for a while? I don't know. I'm more versed in dealing with narcissists, and Tom is coming off very much so like one. Because that's what Penny is. Penny's a narcissist. She doesn't even have a real name. She lied about the income she was getting. Yes. And this has all been shared publicly by the people who know this information. So, like, this is already out on the internet. You expect me not to watch anything? Penny Shepard was getting money from New York monthly, more than $400 that she was paying the landlord. Way, way more. Way more. Okay. I say way more. That's like 4 or 5 times, 6 times more than that. Okay. On average, that's the ones we know about. She got caught in a lie, and she said the very thing that Tom said about his sister. Now you're gonna think I'm evil. Whoa. Like, doesn't that ring familiar? Like, we've heard that before. So, that is a trait of a narcissist. They don't want to be viewed as evil. They can only do right. Anything bad that's happened to them or happens to them is somebody else's fault. Everyone's out to get them. Nobody understands them. Everyone's stupid. You know, I do watch other shows Tom goes on. Does he not know that people watch multiple shows? He's telling these other hosts, oh, finally talking to some smart people. Finally? If you say that, I'm unprofessional. Okay. And I'm disrespecting you, Tom, right? Yeah. Finally, I get to talk to some smart people. Come on, man. The shtick is up. You need to be more truthful with your audiences. If you're going to just keep going around this hamster wheel over and over and over and over and over and over again with no linear timeline of what's happened to you, I'm not going to help you out with making that timeline, man. I was about to get from Pat Robertson all the way up till today in linear time. Now jump from here to 2014 to 96 to 2018 to 2011 and 26 and 2003 and 99. No, I wanted to talk about it in the order that everything happened. And I might end up like doing it. Like this is going to be a case study, okay? Because the Wachowskis haven't said shit about this. The Wachowskis should have put a gag order on Tom if he's been lying about any of this, but they haven't. So he's not lying. I cannot speak for him, but I'll take his word. He's not lying about Hollywood. Okay. Even if Tom is lying about things, let's be hypothetical and say Tom has peppered some extra flavor into his stories. Then not all of it's a lie. There's truth within there. So when you go, okay, yeah, Zen Ray, please get back to me because I like you need to get in contact with me. But do you find me on Facebook? Let me know that you found me in the chat just so we can talk after. But like it's just I don't know, man. Tom, I was willing to do what what I needed to do to get this story out, which is have a provide a platform for Tom that's going to be permanent. Because I can barely find anything online. Oh, his site struck. This, that. You know, I could have built him a fucking website when I was at his house, and he refused. And he could have had a VPN while I was there. I could have set it up for him. He refused. And he couldn't get on Twitter for months. And guess how he got back on just a few weeks ago? Because of a VPN. Because he changed his IP address. He went on a different computer and a different IP address, and he was able to log in. Ta-da! That's what the VPN would have did, man. You could have been back on Twitter back in April. But no, don't listen to Steve. Don't let Steve don't because I have better ideas than him, and then he feels insecure. There it is. Am I more creative than Tom? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out when I start putting some of my public scripts out there. Oh boy, could make a movie on this just in itself, right? I don't want to get so convoluted like that though. I want to tell like folklore stories. Real, real deep stories that like have meaning and shit. So I don't know. I don't know what got into Tom today, but it was definitely out of character. He was supposed to be on the show today at 11. He texted me at 10:55 asking where the link was, and I didn't see that text. And then at 11, he asked if we were still on, and again, I didn't see that text because I was sitting here with these. And then at 11:05, the third text he sent, I happened to see the phone went off because I had looked to the side. And so I responded to him immediately. But that final text he sent at 11:05 saying that he was done. He's going to move on to do more important things. And then here he is watching on the live stream. So I guess he didn't have anything important else to do after all. And then he goes and tries to use his dead sons as an excuse to why he had to go leave. Like, dude, I've been with a girl that had 5 kids. And eventually, the way she ended it was said, my kids. But you know what she was doing in the meantime? Hanging out with my best friend at the bar. So it wasn't my kids, my kids, my kids. It was my so and so, my so and so, my so and so, and not you, Steve. So it's not about his sons today. He is using that as a scapegoat. Sorry, he's using it as a scapegoat, like he does probably with a ton of other people that rub him the wrong way. I told him Penny's bad news. And he's like, but if it would get the message of my sons out, he has no perspective on what's happening. And it's going to eat him alive if he doesn't take care of the problem. And the problem is he has handlers all around him. So he'll be strung along again and again and again for the next 20, 30 years. He'll never go to court, do all this, because he doesn't want to listen to me. All right, Senray, I see it. Thanks, sir. And I just got to say this too. I don't really care if people listen to me or not, but if you say you are going to, and what I'm going to say, it deserves your undivided attention, and you just dismiss it. I start talking, and you have to interrupt me or like just blow me off. Just don't talk to me whatsoever. That's ghosting, by the way. Sorry, 10-minute delay is not ghosting, dude. Ghosting is not saying anything at all. Not coming online. Just disappear. That's disappearing, ghosting. Do I look like a ghost? I'm as white as a ghost. It's because I haven't been in the sun too much. But I don't sunburn because I'm Cuban and Italian. So what are you gonna do? I've been made the bad guy before. I've been called a white supremacist. The white Hispanic is the white supremacist. Okay. Okay. That's the game we're gonna play. I reenact Civil War for the Union And these dumb fuck journalists in Niles can't tell the difference between the uniforms. They see the Civil War Union blues and they think it's Confederates. That's how fucking dumb our newspapers are in this town of Niles, Illinois. I'm sick of it. But at the same time, it makes me laugh because it's just like, what the fuck? These people are so goddamn stupid. And then you can't call any one of them stupid because you'll hurt the feelings. It's infuriating. It's an insult to my intelligence, Tom, that you play this bullshit game with me. Hey, it's a ball's in your court. You could say you're sorry. I'd like a public apology here, though, but I know that's probably never going to happen. If it does, you'll get one of your man cards back. Because definitely lost one today. You lost one the other day with Susie too. So I mean, hey, you're this is a consistent pattern now with you. You flake. Tom Flakehouse. Oh, you don't want me coining nicknames for you, buddy. I can get really, really brutal. You don't want it. I'm the fat kid that got made fun of in high school. You don't want to fucking mess with me. I'm the one that got the worst of the brunt. You think I don't have any comebacks? Think I'm gonna just sit by, be meek? Oh no, Tom doesn't love me anymore. Hey, dude, you're a narcissist. I don't think you're capable of love. With all the time you talk about love, and then you do this shit. Narcissists don't have any concept of love except loving themselves. And you know I'm telling the truth. Oh, about me. Except if something bad happens, it's all you. That's a narcissist. And I'm very coherent today. You see, I'm not all blustering and blah, blah, blah. I do get very animated because I'm feeling everything I'm talking about, okay? And like, I was slighted today at Tom. Oh no, another dagger. Daggers of words. I can't. What do you want me to do? Censor myself, Tom? Get a grip over yourself. You're fucking over 60 years old and you're acting like a fucking little kid still. Sorry. Sorry, yeah. I'm in my 30s here. You're in your 60s. We both should be acting like fucking adults. I am. You come at me with this bullshit. This is something you'd be brought into HR with, be like, hey, what the fuck's going on? You've been working consistently over the past 2 years and now you just said, fuck it, you're done. Like, this is exactly the same type of situation. You came here, clocked in, clocked out, good. Well, you showed up the first day in an hour late. So that should have been a red flag for me. If 5 minutes is the line for you, I clearly have more tolerance than you. I clearly have more patience than you do. Because you'll drop people as quickly as a drop of a hat. Because that's what you did to me today. Just drop. Oh, Steve's so mad. Don't watch his channel. He just does so many terrible things. Dude, I'm telling the truth. What happened today? You're going to try to change the truth of what happened? You can't. You said the words you said. You made your own bed. You didn't have to say all those things. All you had to do was say, something came up. I'm sorry. Let's do another day. Not get all offended like, you're ghosting me. What are you doing? Dude, chill out. You see this? Think this, I just snap my fingers and it's there? No, it's a fucking, it's a screen. I have a microphone. I set this stuff up. Look at this. It has cables running to it. All right. And it's off camera professionally. Dipshit. And I get to call you that too today because you really earned that nickname for today. And by the way, like You don't get to censor anybody about anybody, anything, whatever they're going to say about you, they're going to say about you. And you're leaving a very negative impression on me. And unfortunately, I have this giant 2,000 sub YouTube channel, which I'm sorry, like, dude, you did it to yourself. I was graciously hosting you here, and then you cut me off. And you're being very vicious about it too. So, what am I to? I don't play these mind games, dude. And this is probably hurting you so bad. Oh my God. This is the truth here, man. Penny's controlling you, man. Penny stole your time away from when I was visiting you in Texas, man. Penny ignored me on the ranch when I went to visit her after you because she wanted you there, because she wanted to handle you more, man. Or maybe I should just be calling you boy because you're not acting like a man today. Oh, no, now I'm challenging Tom's masculinity. Dude, just fucking drop the act of, oh my God, you ghosted me for 5 minutes. An hour you made me wait in part one, and I still did the show. I don't know what the problem is. Well, actually, I do know what the problem is. It's Penny. The moment I called out Emma and Gray as what they were, Penny, the handlers, came right into the scene. Enter Penny. No proof, nothing, no proof of anything from Penny Shepherd's story, which is why I never had her on the show. She has no proof or evidence of anything. And then she decides to have a meltdown and with the person she was living with for 7 years. Who am I going to believe? The one that found all her belongings, found cockroaches and rats in the house she was living in? That's true shit. I got pictures of that. I seen the cupboards myself when it was filled to the brim with fucking cans of expired food. When I was there, the landlord's son told me about how they found rotten eggs in the fridge. Black eggs. That's Penny and her living environment. I'm not making any of this up. These people are sick. Penny is sick. Tom needs to distance himself from her. She is not helping her cause. Look at what that has done. Penny has successfully severed Tom from me. And I know that's really what it is. It's usually the simplest answer is the real answer. Like Occam's razor. Penny's a handler. Penny told Tom to stop talking to me. Penny told her landlord to stop talking to all the friends she tried to make through 7 years they knew each other. Penny is a handler. Penny is not her real name. Shepherd is not her real name. She's a very dark entity that does not need to be given any attention. When I showed up at the ranch that Penny was staying on, this is real truth right here, people. After I left Tom's place in Texas, I went to Penny's place. Penny's place. She was living there for nothing, practically nothing. And she was making significant amount of money during that time too, begging people for dog food, for dogs that she didn't even own, that the owner never saw the money for the dog food. She's a con artist. Get it? Do you get it yet, Tom? She lived with rats and cockroaches in her cupboards. I'm not making this shit up. Disgusting woman. If she is even a woman. Ugh. Anyways, I drove 3.5 hours from Tom's going back home, and Penny's was on the way there, going home. So 3.5 hours. So I actually drove much long. It was like almost a day's worth of driving. But that first day I went to the ranch. So Penny's the one that I knew there, right? She didn't even come out to greet me. The 20 ranch dogs did, and they fucking loved me. They're like, "Ah." The dogs love me, and I think that is a true sign of character, how animals behave around other people. So I show up, Penny's nowhere to be found. I call her phone twice, no answer. I know she's in her house. I pull in, I get out of the car, get greeted by the dogs, and then I get greeted by the landlord. And the landlord shows me around the entire property. And then after the tour, there's Penny. Aha! No, like, urgency, just, ugh. And I really think it's because I showed up without Tom, because Penny wanted to handle Tom mano y mano. And no, I'm not saying anything sexual. I'm saying, like, she wanted to get into his head in person, which is very dark. And so it's a good thing Tom and I looked at each other when they said they're 3.5 hours away. I'm like, fuck that. Like while I was there, like, so like I can get along with people. I don't know what happened today with Tom. Like he's in another world thinking that like I'm a bad guy now. He plugged back into the matrix. Congratulations, Tom. Plugged right back in. You took whatever, you took both pills this time? I don't know. What am I to do? There's nothing I can do. He said the show's over. Okay. All right. Well, the channel's not over. The content's not over. Oh boy. What if I just fucking flipped it on him? But I'm not mean like that. I'm not vindictive like that. I'm not that like I don't do that shit. Uh Joseph, I don't know how Tom is still getting fooled by handlers. The handlers are telling him everything he wants to hear, and then he believes them and trusts them. Somebody he met in Tampa. Like this is stuff he's just telling me candidly on the phone, right? He went to Tampa to talk to this like crowd and stuff. And afterward, like he met some doctor that gave him a patch, like a nicotine patch to put on his skin to get rid of lumps on his neck. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, what are the ingredients in it?" He's like, "Oh, I don't know." Dude, you just gave me an Andy Wachowski answer for something you're putting into your body. It could be a fucking COVID shot for all you know. Gave you the death jab right in a little patch. Tell you, hey, get rid of your lump. Tom's not thinking that far. He's not thinking that way. And I don't know why. He wants to believe everyone's good, but he has all this evidence of bad people in the world. Oh, why isn't he more guarded? Is my question. Although I'm very impressed that he felt comfortable enough to invite me into his humble abode with his son. So that I think was one of Tom's most powerful and strong moments was accepting and trusting me for that brief time. Like, what are you gonna do? Yeah, yeah, skin pat. Like, I brought carbon C60 for him. I brought over N-acetyl-carnitine for the or N-acetylcysteine. N-acetylcysteine. That's for the trails and stuff up above because he was having them fly. They are flying over his house. Like that's I witnessed that stuff doing the chemtrail stuff. The low range, small range planes flying low, spraying smoke out of the back end over the house, like over 100 feet above. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going anywhere, people. This is I needed to have like this as an end cap for something because like everything I've seen of Tom's online has an open ending. There's never any closure with the hosts that he has. So this is my closure because I need the closure. And after this, you won't hear me speak of Tom until maybe he says, yeah, he wants to do something again. But it's really far fetched at this point. This isn't wrestling where, like, oh, anything's possible. CM Punk was in AEW after saying he's never being wrestling again. And no one thought he'd go to WWE right after that. That's why you say in wrestling anything's possible. But yeah, maybe in wrestling, Tom and I can have a match in wrestling. Like, like, what finisher would I use on Tom? Nah, I'm not that mean. I will do a razor's edge. Razor's edge. The bad guy. Steve, why do you have wrestling figures in your room? I'm a wrestling fan, all right? And I use this stuff for humor. So, yep. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah. Joseph, I'm not going to taint all of this research and documentary work that we've done because technically these interviews are documentary work and research because of everything Tom divulges. Like you can start piecing together. So it's going to take a long ass time. That's why Tom talks about like generations from now, people look back at Tom's work and everything and be like, why didn't anybody see this? It's because we're all distracted by everything else that's going on. And we just don't have the time to dive into it. We need like 100 people working on this to really dissect it and put it together. I can't do it on my own. Look at me. I've done this for 2.5 years and we barely scratched the surface of this. Like I'm not going to take anything down. This is just how it is. He wants to go on. So I'm a bad guy now. So whatever. Like I said, it's not the first time I've been told that when people are insecure. And Tom, sorry, but like this is a very insecure moment for you. You could have just followed through. And I know you're gonna say you followed through, you waited for me for 5 minutes to eternity, and you couldn't take it anymore. I'm sorry. Sorry I make you that anxious. I don't know. But yeah. I'll find something to replace the weekly or monthly show on Saturdays. I'll do something. Maybe I'll just come on here and talk with you guys. Because why not? Get my get my thoughts out. Get my feelings out. I was hurt today by this. I I didn't deserve any of this shit. I'm here. I'm hosting a platform for Tom, and he's just like, "Oh, I don't have time for you. You made me wait 10 minutes or 5 minutes after showtime." I'm like, "Oh my god, 5 minutes after the start of showtime." It only took him 5 minutes to say he had to go, and that's the text I saw first. And he thinks that I responded because he said he had to go. Like, don't leave. I'm not like that. I'm not gonna do that to you, dude. But then you snowballed it yourself. You threw a snowball at me, and then you watched it go down the hill and turn into a fucking giant snowball that's like a boulder, and it's gonna start killing people at the bottom of the hill. And you're like, hey, Steve did it because he moved out of the way when I threw that snowball, like a narcissist. Like a narcissist does, just pass the blame. Boom, 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 boom. So again, I'm saying that like Tom is not in. He's being handled right now, which is why this has happened. I hope one day that Tom and I can sit here and be like, ha ha ha, Penny that bitch, But until then, like, we're just gonna have to let Tom have his space. I needed to get my thoughts and feelings out. I think I deserve that. In fact, I know I deserve that. I deserve to be heard, just like Tom deserves to be heard. Am I wrong? I've been here long enough. I think I am the longest podcaster for Tom. And there it is. Okay. I held out longer than anybody else on this platform. And it wasn't a competition. I just wanted to get to the bottom of it. I used to cut out all of the production still. And so for Matrix Revolutions, I filled my door of my bedroom up with every production still of Matrix Revolutions, trying to make it a storyboard of what I thought how the movie was going to end. And I ended up getting maybe like 40% right because some of them were like out of sequence and everything. And I took them all down after I saw it. But like my whole childhood growing up was Matrix from not 99. I want to say '02. So when I became a teenager, I fully immersed myself in the Matrix lore. I wanted to know all the little details. I thought like there was so much more knowledge and depth to the story than what was actually there. That's why I have said on these shows with Tom that a lot of the time these bad movies that we love so much are because we are putting what we interpret into something that's not there on screen. We're reading between the lines and filling in the story to make it more appealing to us as viewers. It's it's something that's been happening a long time. I actually had a theory on Agent Smith, and I don't think I've ever shared this on live here before. But it's also because of what Tom said that like we shouldn't go ahead and like give them any more ideas because they're going to turn this into some spin-off. But my thing was that Agent Smith eventually got corrupted and his mind was constantly thinking about defecation and how food turns into feces. And his programming just couldn't get over the concept of a human being uh, eating sustenance and getting energy out of it and then excreting it. And that was my theory on Smith that he got corrupted. The AI, the smartest thing in the world, then is just like a narcissist focused lasers into one little tiny little thing and they're just so fucking pissed about it like Neo, why? But Hugo Weaving is an amazing actor, and when I saw him in Lord of the Rings I'm like, what's Agent Smith doing here? Because I was introduced to Matrix before Lord of the Rings. But I love Lord of the Rings so much. Like J.R.R. Tolkien, I think was pulling from some serious real ancient lore that we aren't shared with anymore. Like it's not shared with us anymore. But Middle Earth, like all the stories involved with all of that, there's something to it. So, are we living in a simulation? Mm, this is something different than. I don't think we're a video game on a disc, but we might be living in some virtual reality, not a matrix, but like what we think becomes reality. You hear that a lot, right? What we, th- okay, we become what we think about all day long. That's a quote that was said to me a long time ago, and it's come back up again recently. And not just because of today's events, but actually earlier in the week when my computer died. And it's back up and running now. But yeah, you become what you think about all day long. So if you're sitting around thinking about all the bad things like these Democrats or Republicans are doing, like if that's all you're thinking about, or this team versus that team, they're pitting us against each other and setting us up for failure. And that's exactly what these handlers are doing. They've successfully put a wedge between Tom and myself. And I blame Penny. The, the moment I said I was no longer talking to Penny, his demeanor changed. And he knew why I wasn't talking with her because she was caught in a lie and she fled the property she was living on nearly rent free for 7 years. Only a narcissist would do such a thing. And she had a bunch of money anyway, so wherever she ended up going, she's living well off. I see that she had I when I was still subscribed on Rumble, I'm no longer subscribed to any of her, but she had like all these like looked like she bought shit from Hobby Lobby. Like that's cool. That's cool. I like just having a black backdrop. I could put the Y logo up at some point, but you know what, Joseph Smith? I really think you're on it. So I didn't even put a connection together with that, that the drug that that guy in Tampa's giving him to be on a patch, that might be affecting his personality. That very well could be. Damn. Yeah, see, we're getting to the bottom of stuff here. But this is a truth channel. I am not a truther. I am me. One of one. Here once and never again. Yep, Joseph. Yep. What we give our focus to gets our energy. So I'm a big fan of Archaics, the YouTube channel, Archaix. I recommend all of you to go and follow and subscribe that guy. Oh man, does he talk about some really good concepts? And I actually think I'm starting to pick up a few things from him because I mean, we all listen to podcasts and stuff, and we kind of like start mimicking each other the longer we listen to each other. But we're I feel like we're operating on the same wavelengths, Archaics and myself. I do want to get on his channel at some point. And I think, you know what? I'm going to make that a goal of mine for the end of the year. By 2025, I will have a date set to be on Archaic's channel to talk about all this. Not even about this stuff, man. We're going to talk about a lot of other large concepts about life. Because what is this place? I'm still trying to figure it out. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very fine line. Like, so I don't drink alcohol anymore. When I started these interviews with Tom, I was still drinking alcohol and I was getting to that worst point. And um like my birthday of 2023, so the first week of January of 23, that's when I stopped drinking alcohol again. I say again because I stopped the first time after I first started in college. And I picked it up again because I was fucking stupid. I was on a film set and I'm like, you know what? This feels right. And I was constantly, it's like that thing, you don't want to do something and then somebody offers you it three times. You have to refuse it that much and then they'll stop. I didn't refuse it that third time and I ended up having like another 4 or 5 years of just binge drinking. It was bad. And this is when you're working at a place that doesn't allow you to smoke cannabis in order to keep your job. So then you resort to becoming an alcoholic. I'm sorry, that's the 9 to 5. I don't like that shit. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm just doing the video work. I'm gonna possibly doing some moving help work because I'm physically fit and able to do it. So I'm gonna do it. And I need the money. Yeah, I agree with you, Joe. He he called me a brother. His mom, he even told this to me while I was there visiting. His mom said to him, I am his brother that he never had. You can tell that that's good. That hits me because I don't have a brother. Brother. Hold on. We need a little humor here. Brother, brother, brother. Yeah, I'll be your brother, brother. Oh, brother. All right, that's enough of that. Yeah, Tom's mom said I was the brother he never had. So that's how close Tom and I were. Like We're broke. We're literally bros. Bros for life up until, today. It's also fleeting. One moment we're best friends, and the next time I'm part of the problem. Well, that's how life is, though. You can't plan for everything. I guess that's the lesson today. You can't expect everything to go the way you expect it to go. I still expect the cabal to be taken down. It's still going to take a little while. All these actors are going to be taken out one by one, I hope. I hope. And by taken out, I mean swift justice in the prison. So, hey, there's a bunch of stuff going on that people need to be in jail for. And I've talked about it plenty of times here. I hope the stream doesn't get cut off because of what I said earlier about all that. I was talking about the underground stuff, all the missing people. So if this video gets struck because of that, then whatever. I went long enough so that hopefully Odyssey will like save it. God damn it. I don't know what to say. I really don't. We're in a spiritual battle here. It's a war. And they're coming for all of us. We got to be vigilant. When we get those bad feelings, see, like, like senseis and all that, like they feel everything around them. Like, I actually have some of those gifts. I can feel the vibes of people in a room. I can change the vibes of the room itself. I walk in and it's just positive energy. Me walking. That's how it is too. Like a whole bunch of plus signs, like on the live stream. Like that's how it is. Me entering a room. So I'm operating at a high vibration here, very high vibration. And I don't know where Tom's operating out of, but he's not operating on my level right now. And I'm not saying he's beneath me, but he is operating on a low frequency and I'm operating on a high frequency. That's all I could say. Because why would he not want to hear the other side of things? Oh, I can't take one more heartbreak. Like, dude, get over yourself. Penny's bad news. Does she need to burn you herself before you learn? I'm trying to save you from being burned. And you know I'm saying it from the heart. Brother, let me tell you something, brother. That doesn't work for me, brother. I never actually did. I could be Hogan for Halloween if I want, but I want to also be Iron Sheik. I talked with my buddy Jeremy last night about that. He does Macho Man. I'm gonna be Iron Sheik next year. Jabroni. But again, I don't want to participate in this Halloween stuff. I don't want to participate in these rituals. It's over. The gig is up. These elitist Satanists are going to go to hell. and like the concept of the word. Because I don't even know if even that exists. It's just a whole bunch of multi layers of just prison time inside this weird fucking cube that's holding all of our light inside. I don't know what's going on. I don't think I'm talking nonsense. I just know there's storybook hell, storybook heaven probably don't exist, but the astral realm is infinite. And if you decide to go down in the depths of water, it's going to take a lot longer to come back up to where you were. That's just my opinion here. And I feel like I'm actually saying something beyond myself here. Like I'm speaking to somebody else who needs to hear this. These narcissists are everywhere. You can easily spot them if you can define them. Look at a dictionary, look up the word narcissist, and look at the different traits that it's the same pattern. It's like, and narcissists are male. You know what the female version of narcissist? There's a different word for that I found out thanks to Archaics. By the way, go to the Archaics YouTube channel. Subscribe to that guy. He talks about real chronological history. Something I was trying to do with Tom here. Chronological history of his story. But he jumps around so many times. Like, that's why we're not getting to the bottom of it. That's why it's taken 2.5 years to get to where we are. but I was being patient. Something Tom couldn't do today. And over 5 minutes when he's made me wait over an hour. Again, something just doesn't seem normal about any of this. So we'll see how this develops. But this was my real reaction to everything. There's nothing. What is it? I can't even think of the word. I want to see conceived. Like I'm not contriving it. That's the word. I'm not contriving anything. I was supposed to be online here at two. It's 2 or it's almost three. I was supposed to be on here at 11. I was waiting here at 11, but between 10:50 and 11, I was setting this up. This has poles. There's three poles on the top. There's two tripod legs that adjust twice. They fold out of each other. Those all have to be put into place and locked up. I had to reinstall, I had to go get a 4 terabyte NVMe solid state drive to replace my 2 terabyte, which the operating system melted down on me. And I don't even know if I have any Tom's reels on that anymore. In fact, you know what? If I can't find them now, I'm not going to shed a tear about it. But my computer died and I was able to get it back up for this show today. So all of this work and time and effort I put in, Tom decided to blow it off on 5 minute delay because I was sitting here thinking he was about to join. And I wasn't looking where my phone was, so I couldn't see it was going off and I couldn't hear it was going off because it's only on vibrate. Jeez. Yeah, 3 times. So also, by the way, it's drinking and food with the 3 times thing. The other night, I went to a political get together, public thing for the township here, and there was food everywhere. And you know me, like I'm not eating pizza, I'm not eating these burgers, I'm not eating all this crap like I used to. And here I'm sitting at a table with my friend Joe Makula and his wife, and another pair, a couple I didn't know, but the guy of the other couple offered me a piece of pizza. I saw him, I'm good, thank you. He saw that I didn't have a plate in front of me. So I'm like, no, I'm okay, thank you, I appreciate it. And a little time went by and he offered me again. I'm like, no, 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 it's okay. I'm good. Like I already ate. And then again, a third time, he offered me a peanut butter cup. And so this third time, and I'm telling you this like in retrospect, okay? I did not eat anything that was given to me. But that third attempt of his, I did accept the Reese's cup. I said, "Oh, I'll take it home." But I didn't take it home. I ended up leaving it on the table. After that, the guy offered me a cookie, like the Oracle. Huh? Again, I'm like, cool, thank you. I put it on top of the peanut butter cup and I left it. I never touched him again. He just wanted to have that bonding. And that's another problem. We can't we can't be trying to find connection through food as much as we are. Like we can, but don't use it to the extent that like if I refuse an offering from you that you get offended or you feel hurt, like you like you're not respected or something. It's not anything about that. Like I have a set schedule now. After 5 p.m., no more chewing. I can drink water, but no more chewing. And it stays that way all night until the morning. And at 6 a.m., I'm drinking the SEAC. And yes, I got SEAC and I brought it over to Tom's, and Tom didn't even want to try it. But he's trying this mystery toxin patch on his arm now from some nobody he just met in Florida like a month ago. So he doesn't know the ingredients in, which is probably changing his behavior the way it is. So that's that. Yeah, Tom really, his demeanor has always been consistent with being calm, level-headed, rational. This was very irrational of him today. It's very out of character for him today. And I'm saying that so that he has the opportunity to redeem himself after today. That I know things happen, and a little birdie can get in your ear and tell you lies that you would believe and forces you to distance yourself from the people that care about you the most. I don't love Bomb Tom. I'm sure Penny does. I love you, Tom. I love you. You know how fake that shit is? Get that out of here. Bye bye. Bye. Bye, Penny. Fake ass. Can't even say hi to me to my face when I walk on to property she's living on 800 miles away from my house. Right? Or my living quarters, whatever you want to fucking call it. Nobody owns anything anymore. Oh yeah. Yeah, I really think this was contrived from other actors, and Tom was kind of pushed and prompted to do this. So it appears to him like he is making these decisions on his own, and he's reinforcing that with the handlers that are repeating it back to him, saying, "Oh, yes, you made a good decision, but it was their idea all along." You think I'm not smart, Tom? Finally, someone smart to talk to. I've never mocked Tom, but that's me imitating Tom. Finally, some smart people. I can be nasty too, but you're calling all of your other hosts retarded or stupid by saying that on other shows, man. And no, I'm not like soft and like thin skinned and I can't take nothing. Dude, I was the fat kid in high school and grade school. Okay. I lost my hair my freshman year of high school all at once through junior year. By then it was gone. What are you doing? Are you balding? Yeah. Yeah, I had to deal with that my whole life during that time. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares now? Oh, if only I had hair, people would love me. Think I think about that shit? No. I'm in my final form. Final boss. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, look, he has my mustache on. I don't have to deal with this petty stuff, man. Like I'm here working on myself. I'm working on myself. If I accept people into my realm here, that means you have my blessing. I saw Tom crying out for help on other podcasts, and I contacted him to offer him a platform to talk about all this. He was giving his phone number out on other shows. So now that his phone number's out in the world on all these shows, like he's getting phone calls from people he doesn't like, and he's like, "Oh, everyone's harassing me." Or is it the other way around? People that actually thought he cared about are trying to call him, and he's like, get away. No, 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 they're all trying to control me. I don't know what's going on. Clearly, Tom is dealing with stuff right now, and I'll honor his wishes, and I will never, okay. From this point on, until he says otherwise, I won't speak of other stuff, but I will talk about my time here, okay? I'll talk about all this stuff, but I won't, but in a roundabout way. Right. I can still say his first name, Tom, when I'm referring to him. There's other stuff I could share. There's Tom. Tom made a bad move today. Very bad move, considering what he shared with me. Very bad move. He trusts me, and then he goes and throws me off the bridge like this. Dude, if you thought you had stuff to lose by continuing to talk with me, you have a lot more to lose by not talking to me anymore. I was an asset for you, and you treated me like Dogecoin instead of gold. That's how it is sometimes. I had to get this all out because I've, like I said, had times with Tom where he's been delayed. I'll be there in an hour or 2 hours. So the first time he didn't even say anything. He gets back to me an hour later. Oh my God, the CIA was after my phone. All right, man. Whatever. Let's do the podcast. Shit. Yeah, I think that's it. My father gave me perspective on this one, and this was back in college. I hadn't talked with him for several years. And when I decided to talk to him again, he said the same thing, pretty much what you said, Joseph, is that he knew that when the time was right and I was ready, that I would reach out to him again. And I did. My father had faith in me to come around, and I did. And now I have probably one of the most amazing bonding experiences with my father, which is Civil War reenacting. And we both love doing it. So my father's faith in me to come around is paid off infinitely. And you can tell I'm speaking from the heart here. But yeah. So, Tom, beyond all that I said, you know that I'm a human being. And I know that all of us have flaws, including myself. And I feel and I believe that I'm allowed to react how I feel so that I can remain genuine. I'm not going to change my morals and just shut up. Sorry, it doesn't work for me, brother. I'm a loudmouth. I have to talk. I grew up around a narcissist, of course. Of course. I know all about narcissists, dude. I didn't think you were one. I really don't think you are. But I mean, after all the time that we've been doing these podcasts, I just think something's up now that wasn't before. And you know that I openly accept you prioritizing your son over me because that's the logical thing to do. You have your only son that you want to spend time with. I am not going to pull you away from that whatsoever. And if you have mistaken me for doing so in any capacity, I deeply apologize for that because I know how precious that time is between you and your son. Something that you need to cherish every single day. So, why would I get in the way of that? And again, I'm saying that from the heart. So, anytime that Tom has canceled on me because of his spending time with his son, never an issue. I move on with my day. But this was talked about, planned about. We had a commitment that he broke because I didn't fire the gun off right at the fucking buzzer. Jesus, dude. It's like it was blown out of proportion. And what can I do now? I questioned him about why he left after 5 minutes and he's, oh my, how dare you? Okay, dude, you go do you. When the time's right, if you want to come back and tell me what's up, I'll be here ready and willing to listen. As long as you respect me, because If you throw that stuff out to me again, you're going to get it right back. I'm not going to be like the better person. I I match the frequency, except when it's like really bad. And I just say F that and I just don't deal with it. Okay. But since I care about you, Tom, I do want to match your frequency, especially if we're respecting one another. A man respects another man. Yeah. Oh wow. Here, I'm gonna screen share just to get onto the comments here so that you guys can see. Uh, am I on the wrong screen? No. Oh yeah, now I'm on the wrong screen. Sorry, guys. I've been running on this for a really long time today. Oh, again, it did it again. Okay. Yeah, so I've messed up my screen, the way that I have it all laid out. I have two monitors here so that I could work on things. Yeah, there's something with the way yeah, I see, man, Joseph, thank you for talking here with me. Whatever it is that Tom thinks that I know about, I don't. Whatever he thinks I'm like maliciously doing, I'm not doing. All right, I'll get out of this. I just wanted to show the chat so that I could respond to it. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I didn't expect today to go, but you know, can we ever expect what each day is going to bring? Today's a gift, and there's a lesson in here somewhere that can be carried on and built upon for the future. So I don't see anything as a waste of time, and yeah, so hopefully Tom will see that. Um, yeah, there's like some Instagram reels I was watching last night because I now I'm like just looking for motivational reels, and I was able to fix the algorithm where it's just that. And yeah, it's a lot of self work. We need to do work on ourselves, focus more on that, not focus on how others view us. Like I've taken my sensor off here. I You're getting the raw feed of Steven Yissilmissil. I don't care if the commies in town go and clip this and say, "Oh, he's the worst ever. Oh my goodness, look at him." It's what these people do. There's the detractors and distractors. There's the handlers and handlers. The posters on my wall. You got I'm not showing them, but there's Daisy from The Great Gatsby, and I was talking about that the other night with one of the other hosts. I was like, that story, The Great Gatsby, is not something to look up to. Daisy, the character, is probably one of the most repugnant characters that I could think of. She is the Dazzle in distress, but she's also making the choices of doing bad things. Infidelity, hooking up with the old flame under the husband's nose. She's a daisy, she's a doozy, she's a wazy, she's a woozy. She'll go anywhere the wind blows. That's Daisy. And that's the message I get from The Great Gatsby. I will not go any which way the wind blows. I pave my own path. I also follow the path of Creator. So, or as Archaic says, the Oversoul. The Oversoul. I really like Archaics. He's a good guy. Very intelligent man. And while we're talking about this, Tom Althouse is intelligent as well. He's no he is no box of rocks, people. Tom is very intelligent. Um, but again, coming back around to the people you surround yourself with, I hope he wakes up to that. Some of them that he is keeping close don't have the best intentions for him. And I said what I said here. It is what it is. Yeah, the wicked side want this is a good point Joseph is bringing up. The wicked side wants us to believe that we are wasting our time here. But you know how long it took for us to get here in this moment? All of the ancestors that had to come before us. Have you ever looked back 3, 4 generations how big a tree gets? It gets into like hundreds of people after like 4 or 5 generations. All of those people are not wasted time because you are here today. And everything you choose to do today will affect you tomorrow. And that's like with your eating. You're always going to be fueling yourself, not just for now, but for when you're sleeping and the whole day after that, and then even the whole day after that. Because that's how long food stays in your system. You eat something toxic, that's how long it's going to stay in, unless you take laxatives to knock it out, which I don't recommend anyone doing because that's just dumb. And then you'll get dehydrated, you'll get sick, all sorts of things. Oh, that's awesome, Joseph. Yeah, I'm really happy that Tom was able to get on the Roseanne Barr show. Um, I'm indifferent about Roseanne. She makes really good points. She's funny, but she was in the system. I can't fully trust her either. Look at what she was doing. She was involved in the Trump campaign for a little bit, and according to Tom, and I don't think he'll be upset with me sharing this, but Roseanne amicably left the Trump campaign because she was being given scripts of what to say at rallies. And she didn't want to read off a script. She wanted to speak from the heart. I totally get that. But then you have to wonder, like, is Trump a gatekeeper like the rest of them? Probably is. He went to the wall, went to the wailing wall. All the past presidents have done it, except Obama. I don't know if he did it or not. But yeah, it's all noise. All the politics is noise. I don't even fucking care about who fucking wins the next one. It's not even gonna be decided next week, the week after. It's not even gonna be decided. We're all gonna be like, who won? Who won? Oh no, they're stealing more. Oh no. It's all white noise to me. I've ran into elections. It's a grift. These these donors give 20, $30,000. They spend the fucking money on robocalls and mail flyers. It's like it's too much. It's overkill. Mm. Yeah, I've had my time in the politics circle. It's just not. It's for it's for the narcissists and egoists. Like the ones that want all the like, give me all the attention. They always want to be the center of attention. The politicians usually get it. And they all fail upwards. It's usually the worst of them that get promoted and all that. Yeah, it's a grift. It's a grift. It's white noise. So This time next month might have some fake war going on. Who else? Who's Israel attacking now? Hmm. Or uh, on behalf of the U.S., right? Think I don't see through that? I live very close to a lot of psyops. I'm in like on the border of Chicago, so like this is a psyop city. Psyop go. Yeah. All right, I think I'm kind of burning out here. Uh, thanks for being here today, everyone. We made it 3 hours. This was a solid stream and a necessary stream because this is all about time. You see, I've been here for 3 hours talking to all of you, and I've been here before with Tom for 4.5 hours. So I don't know why 5 minutes was such a big deal today, Tom, especially when it was miscommunication where both of us were waiting for each other. It's kind of silly when you think about it. But whenever you're ready, Tom, I'll be here. When you want to talk again, I'll be ready to listen. I told you you're always invited here, and you always will be. The door is open, even if you think it is closed. All you have to do is walk through it. Does that sound familiar? There's truth in film. It's hidden. It's in the worst of what we wouldn't want to watch again, but it's there, just like the cookie and the spoon. Oh, yeah. The handlers aren't going to get to me. I am ironclad with not accepting bribes. If people come to me to offering me 10 grand, like, it's a joke. Get out of here. People can't even afford groceries right now. People won't even buy the $15 car on the Target peg in the toy section. Things are about to get a lot worse financially, but I'm not all doom and gloom. We're going to get into bartering. If the US dollar collapses, we will just be trading goods. What we see value as equal value, we'll be trading and bartering until hopefully like Bitcoin establishes. But I don't know about any of that. The central banks are going to take Ripple and turn it into the central bank digital currency. I don't know how that's going to go. But we all need to be prepared. It might not happen, but it very well could happen. I know inflation will continue to take off into the moon. Inflation will keep on going and going and going because we're in a fiat currency. We're on a debt-based system. So it's all ebbs and flows. It's gonna boom, it's gonna bust. But in the meantime, we're all here. Thank you, Joseph. Sometimes I look at this live stream viewer count. Here, I'll show it. 4 watching. On a 2,000 subscriber channel, I only have 4 watching after 3 hours. Come on now. That's a joke to me. I know I'm having an effect. Otherwise, I mean, it's totally meant to discourage me. But it's like this every show. It doesn't net. I could have 10,000 subscribers and it'll still be under 10 people watching. So, all right. I'm gonna let this be the ending. Class is dismissed. And until the next time, until next weekend, next Saturday, I'll be here again. Maybe we can chat a little more, get some updates on what's happening in the world, and seeing what new things I'll be doing with the channel. I got all this free time now. Thank you, Tom. But I mean, all joking aside, I mean, Tom, I really hope that you think about what's transpired and that I don't know that you take the time. Take all the time you need. All right.